Hello. How's it going? Am I real? Are you real? Is anything real? Oh my god, I'm like having like a mental crisis right now about like... I just realized... I took a look at Imnix's stats for how long he streamed the game, and I've done the conversion of like my played content versus the amount of things I have left to edit if I complete the game, and it's quite a hefty amount. Hello Sky, hello Cheese Man. I also thank you for hydration. I guess I needed that. Also, here's a quick reminder about a posture check. You know, make sure you stretch appropriately, you know, move in the right way. My back is very crooked right now. Also, my sound settings are very wrong right now. So you're going to be hearing a lot of beeping and booping right at the moment. I don't even... Wait, actually, I did mess with my audio a bit earlier. Can I... Actually, I did mess with... Yes, okay, I am in fact real. Anyway, I'm going to disappear for the rest of 4 minutes because I actually need to properly get ready for stream. Okay, there we go. See, I'm mentally activated now. Why am I getting told to subscribe to my own channel? What is this? Why am I being told by Crunchyroll to subscribe to my own channel? Which, one, I technically already am, and two, it's in my, like, streamer dashboard. How do I get rid of this? Why? I don't even know if I could do that. Why is it telling me to do this? I don't understand. Okay, that's odd. Give money to Amazon for no reason? Look, I already buy everything off Amazon, alright? They won. They got a monopoly. They did it. They killed all local businesses so you can no longer find what you need in your local area. They did it. How much more money could they possibly need? They own AWS, for God's sake. Do you know how much money that rakes in? It's insane. Hello. Today, we continue with Blueprints. Tomorrow, I'm actually probably gonna start alternating Blueprints, because when I first picked up Blueprints, I thought it'd be like a 20-hour game. I was sorely mistaken about that. So I'm probably gonna start treating it like Rain World, where I alternated between this and another game. I just have to figure out what other game I'm gonna roll. Maybe I'll roll, you know, I might roll a dice for it tomorrow. Until they have literally every dollar in existence, they will not be satisfied. Yeah, up until they own every cardboard box. You know, up until they've touched every single cardboard box. Every cardboard box is a small one. Actually, Amazon did get a rebrand. One sec, Amazon rebrand. I can talk about this. It is a little funny. It's done by Kodo, who does actually pretty good work. Here you go, Kodo. Here, let's look at the case study for the rebrand. It's not letting me. Let me look at the. Here we go. Fixing a fractured brand, because clearly, this is the most important thing we can look at. Wow, Amazon. We love Amazon. Let's see. They redone the type design. I do like the fact that they're showing the handles in it. They removed the A, so like previously, they removed the tail of the A, so previously the A was like, kind of, it had a little bit of a slight curve at the bottom, which I'm not certain if I really like them removing it, because it did combine with the tail, like, of the smile to create like a singular line, but the typeface is better, and the coloration, I don't know, I don't really care for the coloration. It's just like an orange, you know. I think it's fine. It seems kind of wasteful to rebrand with this minor change. Do you know how much money it's gonna cost them to change all their truck colors? It's going to be monumental. I'm assuming they got their own typeface, right? Let's see. Yeah, Amazon. I thought that was Amazon Sans for a second. Old. Let me see the old one versus the new. Oh yeah, they have Amazon Sans now. So yeah, they have their own typeface. They do that to avoid paying royalties to the original type designer for the one they created, the original typeface, and they just base it off that. Looks like they have a color scheme now, I guess. Sure, why not? Why am I talking about this? No one else cares about this but me. Why is it so orange? Okay. I mean, it's a cool font. I do wonder how much language support it has. I imagine it's quite a beefy typeface. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's the most minor of rebrands possible. I don't understand. Like, I literally just finished up like a big corporate rebrand myself, but like this is such a minor rebrand. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem worth the money, but it's Amazon, so they could just fucking piss it down the toilet and they'll be completely fine. Thank you for hydration. Did I really talk about that for that long? Damn. Anyway, I'm not actually sponsored by Amazon. I don't know why I did that. No, it was in my stream of consciousness. Piss jugs are okay as long as the logo is better. Yeah. We can't give our, drivers, 5 extra minutes per shift. Anyway, today, blueprints. These are our current goals. We have, honestly, like a lot more goals where I just have to draw 1,000 lines. But that's kind of the nature of the game. Currently, I feel like we're pretty close to finishing Castle. We did actually figure out what Castle was going on, or what was going on with Castle. We found a couple of notes here and there to start reinforcing our ideas about it, and we have started translating the language. I like the blueprint. Yeah, blueprints, like blowing prints. Blue prints, or otherwise known as blooping your rinse, or blue spelled funny, like the color blue, and then blue price, blue price, the price of a blue. there's many interpretations of blueprints. I prefer blueprints. I'm not sponsored by Amazon. Aren't they technically paying you to be right here, right now? Like a few cents, but still. I mean, to be sponsored, they would have to. I guess no, because I'm not advertising them specifically. I'm advertising via ads. I feel like I probably take up more money for Amazon on Twitch than I earn for them. I don't know. It's like, don't make me like actually question the morality of my actions on streaming on this platform, okay? I'm too weak-minded for that, okay? Here, let me actually pop open the game before I forget to and go on like a whole thing about how corporate sponsorships work. I know you can't say anything, just give me a second. I have to close up things I don't currently need. There we go. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, today I do have, and I think I'm being bold for saying this, from now on, I think I want to try at least releasing a video per month. And I think that's an achievable goal, right? Like in a video per month, not necessarily a 9-hour video, but like just a reasonable length video per month, okay? I'm going to be better, I promise you. I'm just gonna have to stream some, shorter games on occasion. A 15-hour video per month. I really do just keep making the videos longer and longer, don't I? That video was supposed to be a short project. That was supposed to be like, hey, I'm tired of working my gourmand video. Let me take a quick break from that and quickly, let's do a quick little blueprints video. It's only 20 or so hours of footage. How long can I possibly make it? And then it's like 2,500 cuts. Shorter games. I said I was gonna alternate. I'm probably gonna start alternating tomorrow for the sake of my own sanity. Anyway, welcome to day 79. We have to get a foundation. We have to, I don't know. There's a lot we have to do. Also, could somebody test the spoiler chat thing? I did mess with it slightly on my end, so would be helpful to know if that still works. Give me my money. I now have an even 60 coins, which is good, but unfortunately not as fun as my weird amount of like 59. Test 2. I'm assuming there was a test 1 which I couldn't see, so thank you very much for that. Okay, let's go over here, get a quick little room on the outer hall. Is there any outer room I particularly need? Trading post, actually, I guess I don't see that much. Hovel or tool shed? I mean, we should probably experiment with trading posts more. How many times have I drafted this thing? Like twice? Okay, 6 times, but like, I don't know. I feel like I barely experiment with this thing, like, whatsoever. We need to bring a spade in here. Are you still too scared to pick up the dynamite? I don't know why you're scared to pick up the dynamite, Simon. I feel like, I mean, like, walking along that cliffside over there is probably a bit more dangerous, but like, look, dynamite is scary. It is nitroglycerin. It does have a wee bit of nitroglycerin in there, but don't let that stop you. Oh yeah, also wait, didn't we get that thing about... There we go, over here. Where we did get the thing about... Where was it? It was in the notebook? No, it wasn't in the notebook, it was in the tomb. Actually, where did I put that note? It was from in like Lady Clara Evans' tomb. There was something about the outer room. Did I not record that? That seems a bit odd for me. We need to finish translating this language. We're missing some... I might have to get back to classroom to examine the entire thing. I'm not exactly certain where I would find these prefixes or words. Yeah, these are prefixes, I think. Or suffixes or words. We'll see. In might just be a word. Oh, I actually managed to catch you live. I finished watching all the VODs and thus far enjoying your playthrough. Oh, wow, that is... Oh, okay, well, thank you. I'm glad you've been enjoying that. I really do need to be a bit more diligent about uploading the VODs. I do feel a bit bad about just kind of releasing them in big bursts, because the Twitch player is atrocious, if I'm going to be honest, but at the same time... I mean, nothing I can really do about that. I want to automate it. I'm just being lazy. Where did I put that note? I need to take some time to organize this entire thing too. But then if I organize, I'm gonna get confused with my new organization. I can probably get rid of this if I'm gonna be honest. This page doesn't need to exist. We already have a better classroom page. Oh, you did forget about this thing too. I don't know what that leads into. The computer room, castle. Did I not record that one note? I think I forgot to record that one note. There was a note regarding in the tomb about, I think it was like, okay, well, you know what? I guess I'm going to, it showed like the path to the outer, what's it called? The outer room. Let me see if I can, here, let me just draw it real quick. How do I, what's my shortcut to draw? Actually, I can't remember. Wait. Ah, there you go. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm old. Yeah, it showed like the path to the outer room of the river, and then it had it like passageway or antechambered up. So we do have to try that with the blessing of the monk, I suppose. The Twitch player is bad, especially on mobile. Yeah, it's not great. I don't know. Twitch is like... I feel like Twitch really needs to get their shit together. They're really kind of resting on their laurels at the moment. Storeroom or breakfast nook? Let's go storeroom for now. One thing I do really want to see from Twitch, and this is like such a specific thing, is they currently have in the works a... Like, in the beta, they have an AV1 encoding thing, which I don't know why they don't just switch to right away. AV1 encoding is so much better overall. Wouldn't it be possible to add metadata to the screenshots such that it's possible to control it for a specific one? No, not in this program. I mean, in my own note-taking program, if I decide to make one, yeah, probably, but actually, I don't, is there Encodo searching? Wait, is there metadata in Encodo? I kind of highly doubt that. Transform... I don't know what this is. It's been added to the container. What's the container? Oh, is it just a group? Is that just a selection of items? I'm guessing this is mirror. Wait, what did that do actually? I get that's a duplicate. Got it. That's copy to clipboard? No. What's this? Optical character recognition. Oh. I mean, it's not great if I'm gonna be fully honest. This isn't, it's got some of the letters in there, not all of them, so probably not. Oh no. That would be a good idea for a program though. Classroom is fine. Let's go den for now. Let's keep it simple. I also need to be slowly examining all of these rooms. We should probably go for rooms we don't go for often. What rooms have we not journeyed? Oh yeah, we need our foundation back. We need to check out some rooms that we haven't seen that often. Do I go... It is too early for a parlor, okay? I'm like not mentally activated. I'm very like... Not sleepy, just like not mentally cute at the moment. The white box is true and does not contain gems. A box that displays the words gems is empty, so then this one would be empty, so this one would be true, this one would be true, and then this one would have to be false. A box that displays the word true is false, so you would be true, so you would be... It would be the white one because this makes this condition true, and this condition false, wouldn't it? Because this one would be false because this one is true, I think. Am I underthinking this? No, I'm not. Wow, that one was actually surprisingly easy. Or maybe I just didn't get lost in the sauce and overthink it. You know. Guy's bedroom. That's not anything fancy, that's simply our room. We do need to solve a lot more billiards puzzles. I don't know why I don't see the billiards room as much as parlor. Maybe I said, wait, is billiards room a rarer room than parlor? Let me actually check that. Actually, where is it? Pumper room, couch check. Yeah, billiard room is commonplace. Eh? 67 times versus 27. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Wait, what? How is that possible? Because I absolutely draft them the same amount. In fact, I prefer getting billiards rooms over parlor rooms. So even if they're in the same... Okay, that's confusing. Oh, this is a bit funky. So 2 squared times 4, and then I subtract 1. Wait, is that subtraction? I forgot what the colors mean. 1 second. I always have to refresh myself with the colors. Where is the color selection? That's a great question. Do I even have it on this page? Don't tell me I deleted it. I think... Oh no. Wait. There's... I'm just checking. The little left, that's the wrong page. I need like the earlier classroom page. There we go. Yeah, pink is multiplication. So this is 4 times 1. Plus 2. So that would be 6. So 36. And then yellow is subtraction. So it would be 6. Right? Yes. Okay, that's getting a little funky. 15 minus 20, so it'd be negative 5. You know, square, so negative 20, wait, 25. Minus 20, so 5, then 25, then 5. So, wait, is this division? Yeah, so it'd be 5. Okay, this is by far the hardest one they hit you with. There'll be 4, negative 1, times 1, so negative 1 squared is 1, plus 4 is 5. Hey, see, I can do some mental math right now. Rarity is a thing. They're the same rarity. That's the whole point. They're commonplace, and this is commonplace. That's why I checked both of them. That's why I was confused. I've had them both on the lowest rarity. We're going Verdana. Here we go. Yoink you, and it's pronounced Verdana. I don't care if it's a veranda. It's Verdana for life. A bunch of early keys, or a bunch of keys early on would be a nice thing. I should also be probably rechecking all these notes, right? Because there's a note over here. This is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone while your services were required. I believe Dene Reve did actually say something about Kristoff being under his thumb. So I'm gonna guess that's probably related to that. I don't know if that's really pertinent to the plot. I do really like the way. Oh, that's not an A. I thought this was like a fancy A. I was gonna say that is like a lovely A. I do like the stylistic choice to go backwards in that, but that's just an I. I don't care how long you've been driving, his lordship. Yeah. Your absences must be accounted for. Okay, I don't think that's anything. I do wonder why you're able to open this up with the steam room or steam power. That seems a bit odd. Some beers, of course, because who doesn't want their driver to be slightly tipsy? That's how you know you have a great driver. And I do need to pop that open again, because I think I've only opened that thing up once, and that was an upgrade disc, but we do know that those really only come once, so I do wonder if that's just going to be replaced with normal items. I've noticed multiple streamers call it Verdana. Well, I mean, Verdana is a more commonly known word, which is kind of funny, so great job, Type Designer. But it might also be, maybe Verdana, is it only the typeface? Yeah, it looks like Verdana is literally just the font. I don't know, most people know about Verdana. Also, let me actually make sure that only spoiler chat's visible, or there we go. Yeah, I don't know. Great job, Verdana. You've integrated yourself into public consciousness. That is really funny to me. East Wing Hall. That is also like the Band-Aid effect, where everyone says Band-Aid instead of bandage in the US, which is a brand instead of like an actual, item. So you've got some strong recognition for Verdana. I just didn't know it. It just happens to be in a very particular thing. Let's go observatory for now. Though maybe we should have gone dormitory, because we don't see it that often, and that was a pretty good space for a dead end. Yoink you too. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let me focus up on only getting rooms we don't see that often. Trophy room we don't see that often. Also, I should probably be examining this in case this is a... not a trolley, I forget what the name for this is. There's like a specific name for like a carrier of luggage like this. I'm sure that won't come into play. A Mount Holly print thing. Some lovely flowers with one pink flower? No, a couple regular flowers. A weird onion vase. Onion vase. Nothing else in here that looks suspicious. I'm not like super suspicious of like the hallways, but at the same time maybe I should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do need to get 3 more apparently. Dartboard puzzles make sense probably. The drafting strategy sweepstakes I'm not exactly certain. The showroom is probably the most feasible. We just have to get enough money going. Okay. Anything else in here? Is there like a... Oh, I can spin this. There's also these things under this. What is that? Does that mean anything? I don't know what that is. It looks like a compass, but it's not a compass, obviously. It's not a clock, is it? No, it's not moving. Maybe not. There's a fireplace here. Can I activate anything in here? A film recorder and a couple of trophies up there. I don't know, this is just kind of a fucked up room in general. This is the most morbid thing in the house. I'm not gonna lie. The elephant foot tables, incredibly funny, but also at the same time, like an affront to nature, I suppose. I guess we don't actually get to see the locker room, the sauna, the pump room all that often. Let's see. There's nothing in here that I previously missed, did I? Drafting room, pool, etc, etc. Nothing else. Also, I missed the hydration from Juice. I'm sorry, Juice Bun. No, I've scammed you. It's only been 10 minutes into the stream and I'm already missing the sound of those. Okay. Oh, I was ignored. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that going on while I get back into the swing of streaming once again. There's that hydration. Okay, lovely. I don't know. This pool, there's not really a lot to it. I can't actually go here. Maybe I should actually. I probably should check inside these trunks. I don't think it's going to be anything special. I'm assuming it's probably just going to be a regular trunk. But maybe it might contain a special item, so that might be worth going for at the very least. Let's go boiler room. Actually, yeah, let's go boiler room because then we have a pretty high chance of drawing a pump room if we've powered this thing up. All I have to do is go over here, I believe, and swapsies this, right? There we go. And let's point you to the right for now. Wait, activate. Wonderful. Swapsies this. Give me. Why would locker room need power? I didn't even know locker room could have power. Wait, I've never noticed that actually. Why would locker need, is it just a power transmitter? Oh, just a power transmitter. Right. I do want to open up all of these eventually. So I'm either gonna have to find like a laundry room in order to like exchange a ton of currency, or I'm going to have to get very lucky with a couple of lockpicks. Let's go. Let's re-roll this one. I don't want to use too many stars here. Let's re-roll this one. Give me a laundry room, actually. Weight room. Actually, you know what?
Juice Bun shared 5.
Oh, forgot that I'm but a whisper in the wind. Oh no. PJ Salt 5. Thank you very much, Juice Bun. I really appreciate the PJ Salt emote 5 bits. I don't actually know how much a bit is. I'm a bad streamer. Thank you for the bits. I'm gonna go weight room. I do want to see if I can. I'm just gonna try and get into the locker rooms open all the way. You notice in the previous stream? Well, I forgot about it apparently. Let's go this way. Furnace sauna. I don't think we need. Oh, I did have an idea about needing to. I need to like protect. I think I want. Let me get like a shield or something, protect myself from furnace, and then try that. Let's re-roll again. I'm using too many stars, aren't I? I'm using way too many stars. Okay, pump room. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, stop using stars. How many do I have left? 53. 1 bit, 1 cent, roughly. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Let's empty out the pool if possible. Here you go. Pool? Which one are you connected to? That's so much. We're gonna have to put a lot of this water in the reservoir, aren't we? Okay, actually, I'm gonna wait on this. I'm much more concerned about... Okay, I'm gonna wait on this because I'm much more concerned about getting all the keys into... What's it called? I want to get all the keys open on that, like, bottom level. I think we found what we need from there, to be honest, but at the same time, I do want to be certain of that. Is there anything here that's suspicious? Water source selection. Nay, not really. This is mostly the same thing. Yeah, I'll leave this alone for now. Some worn out bricks, nothing else in here. I don't think we'll ever need to experiment with this tank once again. So I guess it's a little bit of a waste providing power into this room, but I mean, what can I... Actually, you know what? I mean, we're right next to the pool. But I don't know. I don't want to do the manual effort of... Oh. Wait, is this run over? I was gonna say, I don't want to do the manual effort of, like, emptying this entire thing into the reservoir. You know what? Fine. Fine. Let's see how this works, okay? No, but... The reservoir is harder to empty out. And the pool, I think it's just gonna be trunks. Unless there's gonna be, like, an upgrade thing inside of that. I don't think it's gonna be, like, super useful. I want to just give me laundry room so I can open up all those lockers, and I might reset the run from there. That's not a laundry room. Also, I forgot to actually point... Oh wait, let's go dark room here. It's a little bit of a gamble. We are going to redirect power into the left here so it transmits power throughout this place. Here we go. Wait, is this thing stuck? Oh, that was just a glitch. Also, why can every other room transmit power into 3 angles, but the original source from the boiler room can only pump it into 1 spot? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Also, I feel like the power should stay on if this is in here, but I think I'm just being greedy. You are a powered room? Give me something lucky? Never mind. Okay, well, this run is dead in the water. Is it gonna be anything fancy? It would be funny if it was a key card. No. The problem is the key mold is too long for that, so I feel like there's something more of that. Let's call it a day here. We don't have a key card, and I don't have any way to get in to the place besides this. Let's just call it. I think I'm underthinking this. Though I actually probably should check if I can trade in running shoes for the key card, though that's pretty unlikely. Sports cottage. Oh, gymnasium, weight room, the pool, and the locker room. That's the first time I've seen Mount Holly. Come on over to Mount Holly if you want to get fucking swole. Oh, that's incredible. 1 bit is 1 cent, if you're wondering. Oh, thank you for giving me a nickel. I appreciate it. Also, thinking about it, when is the... I don't think I've, like, seen a nickel in, like, 2 years. I don't use cash for the most part, but, like... I feel like... Has everyone just, like, forgotten about the existence of nickels, or is that just me? Because I haven't seen a nickel in absolutely ages. Also, I guess this is not... It's no use really asking. My audience, as a lot of you aren't American. It's something like only... Was it 40%? Which is pretty unusual for my... for my stream schedule, but yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Tomb, root cellar, or hovel. Okay, tomb we've... You know, let's go into the tomb. I do want to see if one thing is still open. I'm assuming this little note over here is still open, right? Oh, and we can permanently get reroll dice. Okay, that's cool. So if I want to, I can start off with reroll dice now. I go over here. I believe I had... Also, you've turned off. Why have you turned off? Yeah, over here, I forgot to record a note. Wait, where was that note? Can I... Wait, I can grab the key. I don't think I need this again. Where did I put that? Oh, it was in the back of the diary, wasn't it? 1 second. Over here. Where did I put the diary information? Did I even record the diary? Yeah, I did. Oh! Wait. Why? It was past this page. Why did I forget to record that? Okay, that's a bit odd. Let's ignore that for now. Let's go this way. And I do wish there's a quicker way up this. I do really like the softer music inside the tomb. I don't know. All the music in the game is actually really nice and like slow and comforting. I feel like it fits the ambiance quite well. Though there is one track which subconsciously annoys me, but I just can't remember what room it's part of. I'll point it out if we see it. Or hear it. I mean, see it if you have the one condition where you see sounds. Give me the sledgehammer. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Key diary, I'm assuming I can't interact with in any way. Right. Dormitory, we don't see that often. And is this after you enter a dormitory after drafting a thing? Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a drafting room, gain 10 steps. I'm assuming that doesn't stack, right? I can't just like immediately go, oh hey, let me put down one of these and then like have, what's it called? Let me put down one of these and then like just pick 9 classrooms and get everything we need all in one go. Okay, is there anything in here which I previously missed? Another one of these clocks. So some clocks, the clocks in the den have like this weird figure on it. I do really want to figure out what that is. Croatia University, I think we've recorded this. Let's take a screenshot of this. Can't get over Verdana. Kinda wish you were in the correct time zone. I know. I'm a late night US streamer. Look, I have a full-time job. I juggle this. Yeah, I do wish I could stream earlier at times, but unfortunately I do have other obligations. Did I actually record this previously? Oh, I already did. I didn't need to take a picture of this. But you know, there's always the VODs. There is the chessboard in here too. Is that... I was gonna say this chessboard's backwards, but that is standard. ABCD. Is there anything wrong with this one? Why is there just a free chessboard in here? Nothing. That is sand and... no, we have all those. A thermos, which is... I don't know if we need this. A drafting strategy volume 2... Room subtypes, right? Is there anything else I miss in here? Oh yeah, that's the tomorrow room. That's the, like, these are just the pieces recognized. Let's see. Did you know the classrooms you'll the classrooms you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades? Yeah. Academia isn't only found in the mountains of Croatia. Oh, that also tells us about the geography of the place. Right, I don't know if we need to know the geography of a landscape, but let's put this here for now. I should probably have all the information about the realms in one page. Right. Shifting gears. Ducks. Also, I never noticed like this cute illustration. 3-way room, split ducks 3 ways. Yes. Anything else in here? Study, library. Greatly benefit from knowledge. Pristine conditions, service command centers. Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various... Is there going to be another power source? Because they say it's a power source, but it might be the only one because I don't really think you need all that many power source. Right, if furnace is within a few ranks of a freezer, the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. Refreezing will no longer be possible. Yeah. Tomorrow room. Set yourself up for a... We should probably just like copy all of this onto a page. But at the same time, that is a little rough if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Grand Architect Louise T. Reynold. I think we actually have this. Right, is this the first one? No, this is volume 2. Right. Who's writing this? They'll pay dividends down the road. I don't think there's anything else I can extract from this, to be honest. Word from the editor, by the editor. I think this is fine for now. March issue. Are we supposed to know when these were published? That doesn't seem likely. Let's leave this place for now. I might... There has to be... Oh, it's the first time we've seen tunnel. Always draw a tunnel while drafting in this room. Okay, sure. Is there anything in here? You literally just broke into the place, smashed up, and just went through straight through. I see. Okay. Is there anything else in here? It's a bridge and a bride. Any notes in the rubble? You have the work lights. These are only battery powered. Oh, you have a shovel. How did I not notice that? It was just so obvious. It was just too obvious. It was there. An ordinary key. Now, okay. Is that? I think. Is this everything about it? Oh, I shouldn't have picked it up then. I don't want rooms that don't give me lore. That dilutes the pool. I want lore rooms, unless this becomes important somehow. Right? I mean, it's the same level as the foundation. Okay. Oh. I guess I can do another... I guess I can do another tunnel. Actually, this is a great chance to experiment. With the mechanic of dormitory. I did just draft 2 of these, right? So would it stack up on the energy, or would it simply only be 1? Yeah, it's only 1 of them. So if I really wanted to, I can indefinitely... I mean, I could just make a very long line of tunnels, but I think that just dooms me. It would be funny. I feel like this is a bad idea. I can do another tunnel. It's not gonna be like, okay, you have to connect like 7 tunnels in a row and there's gonna be a secret, right? Oh my god, fine, fuck it. Wait, but then, yeah, no, this is the maximum amount of tunnels I can connect. No, because technically... No, this is the maximum amount of tunnels. Like, wait, what happens if you get like... Oh shit, wait. Wait, always draw a tunnel while drafting in this room. What happens if I like angle it to the right and then angle it towards a wall? Wait, would I? Because normally you're not allowed to get rooms that connect to non-other rooms, right? So if actually, yeah, if I get a tunnel facing to the right or facing this way that's not blocked by the antechamber, and I simply put enough tunnels down, would I exit to the outside? That's something I'm gonna have to test. Let's just go forward for now. I'm assuming we're probably gonna run into a passkey at some time. Let's just go another tunnel. Sure, why not? We're being very productive right now. Another tunnel. Yeah, we love tunnels, don't we? We love being in the walls. We love scurrying through holes. There seems to be more and more dirt spots in here. Planet and plane. Another turnip. This seems like an excessive amount of turnips. Give me a key, perhaps. Nay. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, this is cool. Why do I need this room? This room kind of seems bad. I feel like I'm supposed to angle this towards a wall. Also, I think did I miss a dig spawn? Give me a key. A safety deposit. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Wait. Now, wait. Okay, I have to try to get a vault. Okay, give me a second. Oh, I'll take the 2 keys. We are out of gems. Okay, wait. Now, our house is halfway cut off. Give me a second. I gotta get a vault. Then, sure, this works. Thank you very much. Actually, how would this room look? No, it looks pretty standard. Give me this way. I need a vault or code check at the very least. Give me a code check, please. A conservatory. I will make some rooms rarer, because why not? Single coin. Okay, let's see. Billiard room. Okay, I want to see you more commonly. But you're already common. Chamber of mirrors. You can be unusual. Attic. Let's make you commonplace. You're just good. Attic is just like revolutionarily good. Right. Now the problem is there's too many rooms which are becoming like commonplace. I probably should I need to make some more kind of standard rooms a bit more like common, just like the crappy ones. East Wing Hall can only go here. Thank you for hydration. Also do need to experiment a bit more with Hall of Mirrors, I believe. Storeroom or bacon and eggs? Let's go storeroom for the keys. Yoink. I'm gonna spend a key immediately. Eh? Oh, I have a breaky thing. Yeah, never mind. Anything else in here? I think about it. Oh. Oh, there's like a toy model of a house in here. Or is that the garage? Okay, there's like a toy house in here. One of these like wooden horsey toys, which also has a very specific there's like a lot of toys with very specific names for the toy, but everyone just calls them a toy horse or whatnot. No, I don't think there's anything. A lovely hand-sewn Turkish carpet. I would love that myself. A giant pond. The biggest painting in the house, which you don't use anywhere, actually. There's nothing else in here, I think. Unless it's going to be, like, behind a painting. Right. I'm not... Like, the amount of chairs in here aren't going to become prevalent. 5 keys, back to screen. Look, not quite yet. I need to find a thing. Give me a second. I'm doing important things. Computer. Welcome to Mount Holly. Yeah. Continue to experiment. Whenever you draft an archive, next time you open a trunk, I don't care for any of these. Sure, whatever. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. I'll be rich, I suppose. Exit. Okay, what do you mean you don't use that painting as part of the set in that room, since you already got the full message? Well, no, you don't use it in terms of, like, what's it called? You don't use that painting, like, in the house as decoration anywhere. There's no painting of that size anywhere in the... Actually, technically, the drawing room does have that big face, doesn't it? Billiard room we do need. But let's be smart here and just go passageway. Give me a vault. That's still not a vault. Security, we can't do. Let's re-roll here. I will take a code check. There we go. See, I got lucky. Check you in. Perfect. There is that key in there. Okay, now let's see if we can get the vault actually. Drawing room or archives or corridor. Let's go archives for now, because we can always figure out which one's the tunnel. Anything else in here? There's probably a lot of things I've yet to find in the archives, right? Because there's that one thing which is like, delete this, right? And it showed a picture of this. But this wasn't super relevant. This was just the... This was simply like the birth certificate of Mary. Which I don't know why this is important. 22nd of January in the 6th era. I guess that tells us her real birthday, right? East Reddington Hospital. Because we do have a bunch of her fake birthdays in the passports, right? Yeah. Cool, that's wrong. It's January 22nd. I don't know if that's useful for anything. Lily Ryzian Rose. Sarah Drivian. I don't know if that's important, really. What was in here? I don't actually recall. Oh yeah, peace treaties. I believe we read this, right? What is this for? Wait, have I read this? Peace. Terms of surrender have been accepted. The red flags flying over the capital was a bitter... Yeah, no, I have read this. We, the staff of the Reddington Herald? Yeah. I need a magnifying glass to zoom in on this picture, I think. It's a disgrace. Disselet's princess born in exile. I'm assuming this is Disselet, yeah. The king or whatever. Close supporters. I don't know if we recorded this. I think this is just part of a realm sigil. Did I record that? Let's see. So that's part of this one. Yeah, I already have that marked down. Never mind. I've been very studious. Pop you open. Give me a vault. That's not a vault. I mean, it could be a vault. Give me a vault. Now it's a dark room. If I go left here, it does ruin the tunnel we have going, so let's go forward. I assume this is kind of stupid, but you know what we have? We have the vault key, and I don't particularly mind, you know, a little bit of shenanigans, even if it doesn't lead to anything. Wait, it's when you draft, yeah. I was gonna say, can I replace the antechamber of one of these? I don't know how potent the effect of this is. Let's go this way. This way. Actually, yeah, what happens if I do a... I wasn't able to draft inside the outer room, was I? Did I ever try an outer room with a... Did I ever try to put a room with a hole in it in the outer room? I don't think I did. Oh, that's a bit odd of me. Go this way, and that is rank 7, so this is going to be the last one we can do. Yeah. Oh, I could go to the gift shop. The gift shop is probably a smarter choice here. Okay, so this did literally nothing for us, didn't it? Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, whatever. Tunnel, it's not good. Tunnel is not an effective way of making a house, okay? But I do want to try maybe escaping from the house using the tunnel mechanic. So try getting it left or right of anywhere that's not the antechamber. Unless you need to put the tunnel in the center line. Let's see. Going under all obstacles, the tunnel pierces through the walls and rooms alike. This crudely excavated passage seems to be looks to the work of someone determined to get where they're going regardless of the house's floor plans is accommodating or not. Sure, I do want to make that a bit more rare because I don't want to see that commonly because it's a bit terrible. I don't know, straight passages are not really that useful. Oh, it's an architect's villa because we put down 8 rooms. Oh, wow. This doesn't count as dead ends, do they? I mean, it's kind of sealed off. Oh, thank you for hydration. Let's save and continue. Day 80. Could give it up for day 80. Oh, I moved my mic. Lovely tea. Okay. Let's see. I want to get a shrine. I want to get... Also, I should have slept in the dormitory to see if it had any special effects. I forgot about that. Let's go over here, and I also probably should grab... I don't know. I haven't seen any place I can put that key. Like the little fuse thing from Blackbridge. I really should probably experiment a bit more with that. Actually, what happens if I... Let me try something. Can I go trade? I assume I'm not allowed to trade the key away, right? Because we weren't allowed to code check it. We weren't allowed to experiment with it inside the workshop. I'm assuming Simon's like, this is a critical computer piece. What are you talking about, Retro? Why are you trying to make me, like, destroy the legacy of my forebears? How dare you? Okay, grab you. Yoink. And we do need to look for more of these types of clues, which are just random letters. Go this way. That is also such a good red herring. Because like, when you walk in there, you know, for the people who know like the existence of binary, they're gonna be like, oh, this is clearly 1s and 0s, and we're gonna need to find a binary sequence, right? But no, I think that goes into something else. Maybe it doesn't, though. Microchip looks like it might be able to plug in somewhere. Yeah, okay, let's leave that alone for now. Give me a dent. And yoink you. Anything else in here? No. Servants' quarters, it does nothing. I should have gone billiards room there, actually, now I think about it. I just wanted to put a dead end in the corner. That was not that smart of me. Yoink you. How many more billiards rooms do I have to solve? I think I have 30 done, so 30 more. Let's go simple observatory for now. Grab the reroll mechanic. Bop, bop. Need to stop spending stars when I can. There's not really a lot of runs worth doing that. Parlor I don't really want or care for at the moment. I was gonna say, let's spend a star. I guess Parlor does lead us in the right direction at least. Okay, fine, I can solve this. I can solve this. The gems are in the white box. The statement is as true as the statement on the black box. The gems are not in the black box. Okay, so if it's in the white box, this one would be true, this one would be true, this one would be true, so therefore, all of these would be true. That doesn't work. If I open up this one would be false, this one would be This one would be false. This one would be false. Wait, this one would be true because it's not in the black box, right? Okay, never mind. Look, it's fine. I just need to stop overthinking. Let's go boiler room for now. Let's try to grab it. Oh wait, we don't actually have the locker room anymore. Let's try to grab a laundry machine anyway. Go here. Go here. Turn this. I do wish I could have. Eventually, we're gonna get like a 2-handle upgrade to direct the flow of that stuff both ways. Probably not. I'm just being hopeful. Okay, flip you. Go here. You are a passageway in a pretty nice position as well. I'll leave that there. You will be. Wait, let me remember to turn you to the right before I do that. Go this way. You will be a laundry room, don't you know? That's not a laundry room. A weight room this early kinda sucks, but at the same time, it's a 4-way connection of PowerPoints. I can't really say no to that. Give me a laundry room. Hey, there we go. Actually, I can't do anything with this now I think about it. Yeah. I didn't really need this. I mean, we have our glowing laundry machine. The service costs 5. Exchange all your remaining stars with your allowance. That's 0. So I have 0 stars, and then if, like, remaining stars at the moment. If I do this, I get 0 allowance, right? So don't fuck that up. Exchange all of your dice with all of your keys. Exchange all of your steps with all of your gems. I have an idea. If I buy a ton of keys, right, then I can return here and either get 5 billion rerolls, or actually, wait, we should probably just go outside. Actually, wait, we're gonna go into... Can I actually make it into the lower room right now? Wait, how do I get to the other side? Wait, no, never mind. Plans are changing. We're going outside, and we're simply going to the bottom of Reservoir to open up all those little, chests at the bottom, because we do have the amount of keys necessary for it. Okay, wonderful. Am I going the right way? I am going the right way. And while we're over here, give me a master bedroom. Actually, you're too far away. Double ear things, bedroom. I guess I'll just put a hallway here. Let's go this way. I don't know how much energy I need for this, so I go... What'll be the easiest way to get down? Oh, no, because the reservoir is completely empty. I can just take the stairs down from the regular entrance near the foundation, can't I? I think I can. Is there anything on this? HPC. I still don't know what HPC necessarily stands for. But at the same time, I suppose it's fine. Okay, let's go this way. Is this clock still frozen? Yeah, this is also one of the only clocks inside the game which is stopped. It's a little bit odd. Because it's hour hand, like, this doesn't really make sense in terms of time. Like, the hour hand should be slightly lower. So that is I think I have this written down, 8:25. I haven't seen that come into play whatsoever, though. Right, because there's 1:30, or there's like 12:30? It's 1:30 or 12:30, which is like the holy hour according to that one clock tower thing. Okay, let's go pop all these open. I can't wait for it to be a bunch of absolute nonsense. I assume... I'm going to guess it's probably going to be similar to the keys inside of, or the hints inside of, like, what's that one place called? The Treasure Trove. Okay, pop you open. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo of a true statement. Okay. The box containing the allowance tokens is marked by that, so we know not to open those. So there's an allowance token in here. The Sanctum key is not in a box in the water. Thank you for hydration. So, wait, was I literally just looking for the Sanctum key? Oh. Oh, this would have been a much more fun puzzle if I didn't immediately get it in like 2 keys. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of disappointing. I'm still gonna open all these up. Okay, let's go this way. All green memo found in the boxes in the water are true. So green memos found in the water are false. You're false. Green memos in blue boxes are true. That's confusing. Is this like general statements? Oh my god, that is a lot of allowance tokens. Oh, okay. I mean, it's good we came here. Nice. Hourly posture check, thank you very much. I need to buy like a better mic arm. My mic arm is slowly slipping. That's really nice, actually. Okay. Anything else in here? The Sanctum key is in a blue box. That's not true. The box containing allowance tokens. Is it only just one allowance token or is it multiple? Green. In fact, let me... I was hoping I could just like pop open all of these at once. And then just like take a look at all these at the same time. Green memos in the boxes near this box are false. Okay, pop you open. Black card. Okay, that's fine. Also, why couldn't I see these previously when I had this place flooded in? I guess it's like they're not supposed to be visible under the water because it'd be too obvious to drain the reservoir then. That's not anything. That's not anything. Here we go. So there's a couple of ways to do this puzzle. Either get incredibly lucky like I did and just get the Sanctum key. There was that one thing which is like, oh, also looks like these boxes stay permanently open? Yeah, there was that one thing which was like the angel points to the dreams, which just pointed to the location of this box, didn't it? And then I guess if you just have like a bunch of keys and you're decent at logical deduction, you can just do this. Okay. Is there anything else in here? No, so I didn't really have to do this, I think. Unless I have to mark all these memos down. Let's see. The green memos on this box is... Green memos in the box near this box are both lies. Green memos are lies. That's a paradox. Wait, what? The green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. But if you're a lie, you would be true. Wait, no. wait. So you're a lie. But because you're a lie, you're true. But because that's true, no, I'm not gonna think about it. Is that actually a paradox, or is my brain not just registering the logic behind that? I think that might be a slight paradox. The Sanctum key is not in a box, it is buried. That's not true. A black box contains allowance tokens. That was incorrect. It was blue. Wait, it was white. Yeah. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I guess I should set the water level so I can get back into the black sand alliance hideout. I keep forgetting their names, if I'm getting fully honest. I don't think there's really anything else I need. I could go to the Sanctum, though I don't really want to at the moment. I guess I can take some time to figure out the realm sigils, but I prefer to do that all at once when I have all the... Actually, where are the other Sanctum keys? Now I think about it, because I don't think I have them all popped open. Where are the remainder of the Sanctum keys? I've been kind of lazy about doing this, but like, this is kind of like the big puzzle we have at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. The first key found on the furthest rank, which we found in 46. The second key locked tight in the vault of a bank. Did we find this one? That sounds familiar, but I'm assuming maybe not. Clock tower we have found. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. I don't know what that would be. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. The last door of 8. I don't understand. The There was actually inside Alazar's last vision, there was like a weird thing where there's like 6 statues surrounding a big like infinity sign actually, which I'm assuming is the door of 8. Anything interesting happened during the ad? No. Also, wait a second. Hey, the paintings are gone. Smush me, great. Oh, am I gonna have to do the like the backside, the foundation thing again? Maybe. Okay, I think this run is done for now. Let's simply call it a day here. I fulfilled my curiosity about that. Let's actually mark that off our map, because that didn't really lead to anything great. Reservoir keys, congratulations, that's done. Green memos or lies are basically saying all green memos are lies. Oh, I see that. Okay, that I didn't see that small out. Can I fix that typeface? Can I go into the actually genuinely, depending on how this game is set up, if like the font files just directly into, and I'm gonna check this. One second. Let me check. Oh, you didn't see that one folder. You don't see the next video I'm working on. Where is that? If I go into here, I'm gonna check specifically if the game keeps its font file in the same folder. It's just kind of in there, because if it does, I will literally on stream fix the kerning pair between the A and the V, because it bugs me that much. Actually, I don't even see blueprints in Steam apps, so I guess it's not there. Also, wait, I don't really want to mess around and poke around in the Steam apps thing in case I find something I'm not supposed to. Yeah, let's avoid that for now. Let's be smart about this. Okay, we go this way. Actually, I do wonder if that's the reason why they did it like that. I didn't think about that, but I'm glad they did it that way. Just so you can't poke around in the files that easily and find what you are not supposed to. Shelter, I don't know, we've drafted a ton. We've drafted Shelter a ton, but Toolshed, I don't think there's anything special about Toolshed. Schoolhouse, we've also examined Schoolhouse quite a bit. There is that like thing on the whiteboard, which is like in a timely manner, but I don't know if that's necessarily important. Okay, you know, let's go Schoolhouse. If the opportunity presents itself, we will study and do the final exam to 100% if we can. Okay, if the opportunity presents itself, we will actually properly study for the test and do it. God damn it, I can't believe I'm saying that. Okay, we'll be fine. Let's go Den. I always check out Den. I feel like I've examined Den way too many times for there to be anything hidden. Let's go Classroom here. I probably should have gone Billiards Room. Blop, blop, blop. Big ass globe. Though I didn't notice on the globe that there's kind of lines between the nations. Are these travel ports, or are these like ocean currents? I don't think these are ocean currents. I think these are these how like nations travel to each other? Oh, that might be helpful in like the Herbert like puzzle, like the travel order, depending on, that might like lock away possibilities of an island they could have traveled to next. Also, can I open this? No. Is there anything else in here? I think I've examined this room many times. Blue, violet, red, orange, yellow, and green, and we have all these down. There's nothing else in here, I believe. I've checked out this classroom like 50 times. I'll be fine. Okay, another classroom. Let's go dormitory, actually. Let's reroll. I need gems. I need an early source of gems. Verdana. We don't really want a green max for now. Let's just go for the single gem here. I know I probably should have just gone classroom, but we do need like trophy room or something to kind of help support that. Okay, go this way. Okay, fine. I'll be smart. Let's go classroom for now. Let's expand into the west wing first, ideally. Library, workshop, let's go workshop for now. Do I have any items on me? I do not. It's a broken lever. Ironically, one of the most useful of items. Another classroom, but a billiards room we do need to complete. Okay. Do you have any fucky puzzles for me? 18! We love 18. 20 minus 6, 14 times 2. Wait, is yellow subtraction? Yeah, 28. Purple's division. Wait, why can't I remember how to divide 28? 7, 14, 21, 28, 4? We don't talk about that. We don't talk about. Sometimes I forget how to do basic division. Okay, my brain shut off there. It's fine. 6, 8. I can't fucking believe that. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? Oh. Is actually purple is division, right? Okay, 6, 8. Why can't I remember 8 times 8? I'm struggling. I am struggling right now. 70, 64, minus 4, 60, 10. Oh my god. Activate my brain. Gee, someone like break into my noggin, please. Purple is clearly the end through. No, please. There's actually like a whole bunch of like weird symbols we have seen in the exam, which does worry me. There's like this one, like it was like an earth rune, and then there's like this one, and there's like this one. There's a whole bunch of them which is coming up. So maybe eventually this room's gonna suck more than parlor room, but at the same time, it probably should be fine. 9 minus 1. Okay, 9 is 81. Divided by 9 would be 8. I didn't need to think about that. Or 9 times 9, 9. There you go. I can do math. I can do math. I'm just forgetting math sometimes. There's nothing behind here. Is there anything here? Maybe there's gonna be like, is this like a wine cellar thing? Because there are bottles in the wine cellar. This isn't like a hint towards a wine cellar whatsoever, right? No. I do want to see what happens if you draft into the back of this. Because I feel like there's they might just give you access to this, but it does, I suppose, miss the direct side of the doorway. Anything here that I can mess with aside from the fuel cues? There are just these little nubbins that you like rub on the tip. What are those called? Is that chalk? I think you rub chalk on the tip of the thing. I will take a parlor. I do need to slow down and think about this one a bit more. Okay. We do need the gems this run. The gems are in the box with a true statement. This is the second statement on this box. Okay, that's true. That might be true. Both statements on the black balls are false. That's false. Also, oh no. They're gonna have multi-statement boxes. Oh, I don't like that. So that's false. So the statements containing the word statement are always true. Statements containing the word statements are always true. So you have a true statement. But if I wait. Wait. Okay, wait. The statements containing the word statement are always true. I don't know if that contains itself. So if I open you have a true statement technically. A true statement, right? So technically this could be it. So, wait. How does multiple statement work, actually? Because if one's correct and then one's false, is it just all false? Or is it like... Is this like homeopathy, or just having like a single true makes it effective? Also, I don't believe in homeopathy. Let me just make that expressively clear. Okay, one second. You can review the rules of the game. And there always be at least one true. It displays only true. Only. I see. Thank you. Both statements on the black balls are false. Statements containing the word statements are always true. I feel really sorry for people who chose funeral, but that was the red one, wasn't it? But see, here's the thing. If you chose funeral parlor, you have the excuse not to pick the room. You have the excuse not to pick the room. Like, oh, I don't want to risk it. Oh, I don't have enough red rooms to make this worth it. I don't know. I kind of like that high risk, high reward type gameplay. Are in the box with a true statement. Yeah. So if I open you, you have a true statement. This one would be true. This one would be true. This one would be false. This one would be true, and this one would be true. If I open you, you would be... You'd be false. So you'd be... Oh, God. It's between the blue and the black box. Actually, it doesn't really... Me clicking anything doesn't really change my answer, actually. It might not be... Wait, it might be the white box, too. Right? So if I open up the white box, this statement becomes false. But this is true. So this one's false, and then this one would be... true. I think. Or always true. So that if I open white box, this one would be false, this one would be false, and then this one would be false. Right? Always true. Because this is false. So you're false. So you're false, you're false. And then if I open you, you'd be true. Right? This is the only option. I think. Okay, there you go. I overthought that. Okay, there we go. Classroom. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Anything in here? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I really vibe with these pink chairs. Oh yeah, how's it going, Jacob? You're not doing too well in school. I do like how you accidentally got one right because of ice, right? Wait, which one did you actually accidentally get correct? It would be ice, right? Oh, I can make a beeping sound whenever I want. Beep, 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 beep. That's good to know. I'm totally gonna use that for something. That's gonna come in very useful. Yeah, you did ice accident. Why is this actually like part of your curriculum? I don't understand this. Like, what's the point of this? It's like 3rd grade. Like, I feel like I don't understand the point of this one, if I'm going to be fully honest. There's better ways to explain the existence of chemicals, you know, just make them watch like a Bill Nye the Science Guy video or something. Anything in here which I previously missed? Is there any worksheet I can click on? This is incorrect. It's the little tiny billy goat thing. I can look at this. This is the same periodic table of elements, right? Why you missed 2? Why 2 missing? Why 2 missing? That's not missing on the real table, right? Wait, what does that mean? Wait, where we have a page just for this, don't we? Why actually, wait. Periodic table of elements. Periodic table of elements. Why are two elements missing? I have to I'm gonna look this up. Oh no, those don't exist. That is, that's empty spaces. Yeah, never mind. I stand corrected. They just illustrated the table weirdly. I never seen the boxes for that filled in. Just why just open up this image in a new tab. 1 second. Why? No, there is something? Lanphenidine. Acendatine? What the hell is this? Why have I never heard of this? 1 second. We're doing a bit of research into lanthanide. Lanthanide is a series of elements consisting of 15 metallic... Oh, it's a series of elements. So it's like a weird sub-elemental thing. How did I not know about this? Okay. I mean, that's really cool. I'm actually gonna look into this after the stream. I'm completely serious about that. Let's pop open a new one of these, and we're gonna go actinide. Where's your search bar? Actinide? Did I spell this right? Yeah. Atomic numbers, nobelium. How did I not know about this? Yeah, californium, einsteinium, yeah, fermium, and nobelium. Yeah. Why is it laid out like this? Maybe, because I'm guessing the original layout couldn't accommodate for these. Actually, why is it laid out like that? I do know about the elements in here. Like californium 257 is what's used in RTGs, or radiothermal topic Isaac generators. Or like decay stuff. Einsteinium, I don't actually know what it is. I just know it's fancy. Fermium, which was named after Fermi. Nobelium, which is, I'm guessing, probably named after yeah, thorium is also that. Why don't I know about this? Why didn't I know about the weird subsection grouping? I'm keeping this open in the future. I'm looking this up. That's just the name of the block. Why do you have a 1920s telegraph noise on a hotkey? I just do. Why don't you have a 1950s telegraph noise and hotkey? This is very important to the stream, don't you know? Expand that when they form the bars. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. That's neat. That's cool. Wait. Oh. Okay, I understand. I see chemistry is my weakest. Actually, chemistry is not my weakest. It's a pretty weak subject of mine. I say that for everything. Geometry is my weakest subject. Also, free cupcake. Yay. History is my weakest. Actually, I guess art's probably just my strongest subject. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't say I'm weak at art. It's fine. I mean, a lot of those elements were discovered recently, so it makes sense for them to be missing. Yeah, also a lot of them are like fundamentally artificial and can only exist for a few seconds, especially like the ones that really get like funky over at the very bottom of the table, which is like like the ones with a weird amount of U's, you know? This is genuinely my most embarrassing house I've ever done. Wow. That's a new low, man. I don't think I've ever been stopped at rank 2. Wow, that's a new low for me. Holy fuck, that kind of hurts. Oh no. Oh, we can read a new book at least, The Curse of the Black Bridge. This book was gracefully gifted by Simon P. Jones, by Redford Euling. Okay. Forward. The Legend of the Black Bridge. Oh, thank you for hydration. The Curse of Black Bridge. The legend of Black Bridge is one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm, for versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming over the years more colorful, more verbose, and as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confirming and binding this tale to text seemed like an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I've heard dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised of how much of the story's heart remained the same. Yet the more I listened, the clearer it became that there can never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of Blackbridge. In the end, I chose to write down what I felt most authentic, the story my grandmother told me as a boy long ago. Part 1, The Berry Pickers from Oris. So yeah, we're from I guess this is, Oris is the name of the place, and then it's Mount Holly, so I guess Blackbridge existed around this place. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues so waywards that the locals deemed it appropriate to call their number The Unholy Hounds. They were federal outlaws composed of society's worst in a time when society was at its worst. And for each crime that the fearful travels credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary expertise, highway road robbery. One such member of the so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind a churchyard, relying on non-nourishment of scurrying bugs and weaves harvested from the cracks of the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take any easy road out. An easy and well-traveled road, paved with temptations, leading out of the city and into the gentry lands, where loose purse strings entwine with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was this road that eventually led Jasper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. It was here that he met his surrogate family and saviors, the notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hounds. Despite the hardened circumstances that led him to the vocation of this banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted and was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It was not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, for it was the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he worked while others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. On one such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, a berry basket in hand, and set into the woods before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthermost berry patches without worry being chastised for tearing upon his return. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination, and along the way, Jesper had passed by many a familiar bush, all priorly pillaged and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments of earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even his patience had limits. He was confident that even accounting for the time lost to this long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in this new grove surprised even Jasper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the skies. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled out over joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of this newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn the respect of his Confederates, who upon seeing his yield, might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket and was making steady strides in this task when the sound of thundering hooves interrupted him. A carriage is approaching. The thought of it made Jesper freeze. Had he been so enchanted by its discovery that he neglected to observe his surroundings? How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept towards the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. It was only a moment before the sound sources revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around the corner of trees, led by 2 beautiful white horses and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever having witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch, and upon spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such effort that the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with precise control. "You, boy! Get out from behind that bush!" he shouted with a rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. "You startled me after death, coming around a bend of my drive and seeing such an unfamiliar face in a place where there ought not be any face." Jesper quickly... This is a long book. Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, and his dress was suitable for courtly behavior, not dashing through the bramble. I was picking berries. Jesper raised the half-filled basket to allow the driver to see proof of his words. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expressions on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicions that the driver might have had instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed farcical. The softened expression made allowances for a smile. Berries, eh? Say, you couldn't have picked a better spot for him, couldn't you? I used to pick berries here as a boy. Jesper took his cue to finally step forward out from behind a bush, proudly brandishing his basket. I know, and what luck I found him. I have only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It will have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number. The driver bent down for a closer look. And where's your home, boy? It must be quite far. Jesper replied with a scripted response. A little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods. My God, that is far. You could have come all that way only this morning. It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled, and while that response would have seemed perfectly reasonable to a location closer to Blackbridge Canyon, he could see why it might seem less believable here. Sir, I've traveled much farther for much less profit. I dare say there's no distance yet made by man that would not be worth undertaking it for a prize such as these. Surely you've tasted them yourself. Jesper felt happier with this response as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. In my youth often, but perhaps I took for granted because I never had to travel very far. I'm stopping the accent. Even then, my father would always drive us here in their carriage, so I'm ashamed that I never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward. It was Jesper's time to reply. Then let my efforts reward us both today. He raised the basket even higher. A taste and memory of your youth, sir. The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down into the basket, and the moment his fingers touched the first berry, the dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drying blood. Jesper caught the man's startled eyes. And for that, I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth. The driver's arm had gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whenever unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at this particular time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause, for I will admit the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you with the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find the purse in the man's coat, Jesper pivoted to search the seat under him. Why have you no purse upon your person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing towards the carriage door behind him. Jesper lowered the knife's edge towards a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. There's a lockbox in the carriage. Well, come down then and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands. A concession, I assure you, of my tender heart, for it'll be much easier to slit your throat. The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree, where he instructed him to get back on his knees and put his hands behind his back. Okay, how long is this book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I read the rest of this. If I have to. It's a puzzle game. What if it's useful? Okay. Wait. Okay, I got this. This is the longest book. Book 1 of the Wheel of Time shares a clue somewhere in one of them. No, we can't talk about the Wheel of Time. It's too niche of a literary reference to be understood by people. It's too long. No. Oh my God. What curse have you put upon your video? Every time I put it on, I instantly fall asleep. I call it the curse of being boring. Incredible, isn't it? I don't know. It's like a 9-hour video. I think your brain just recognizes this is 9 hours. Let me do something else with my time. And I don't blame your brain for doing so. Anyway. Excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind them. The smile and kindness Jesper had seen on this man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory. In their place, cold, dark eyes display no emotion. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you are showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it, secured the final bindings, and then hastily returned to the carriage. With one hand on the door's handle, he'd turned back to the man. If there's no lockbox, there will be no clemency. Inside, the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished golden facade of the exterior. It had apparently been many years since a passenger had enjoyed the passage in this vehicle. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of this carriage was not a liveried servant and the employer of some greater master. Any curiosity that this observation might have further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested under the carriage's backseat, a large wooden lockbox. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried it into the sunlight. Inspecting the book carefully, 2 observations were made. Totemic symbols found carved on all 4 sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by Iridian hands. It reminded him of artifacts from the old world and was presumably crafted in one of the ancient realms. I know what they're talking about. They're talking about the lockbox that's showed in this page right here. And we also saw the same lockbox, I think, inside of this one. We also saw the same lockbox inside the final vision from Alzara, I think. The second, it is the vision from Alzara and the field of snow. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusted yet robust padlock and would not easily open without a key. Jesper looked over to see the driver quietly observing from his engendered position. Do you perhaps have a key you can provide me to open this box? Without emotion, the driver replied, There is no key to that box. Jesper stood up. Easy enough then. He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted up the stone, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when the lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent down and opened the lid. Inside, there was an effigy, a crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up, somewhat surprised by how heavy it seemed given how light the box had felt. Having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems, he looked questioningly to the man, hoping to find an explanation. The driver's smile had once again returned. You are cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which you have never should have opened, and you are cursed. Jesper carried the effigy over to the man and shoved it in the front of his face. What is it? That one. Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. One what? You mumbling adjector? And in God's name, why have you no purse upon your person? The man did not seem intimidated. 1 pace, he paused for effect. 12 more and you will be dead. He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head and put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time when the old man had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had of course heard stories of curses and never doubted their validity in the past, but now that he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed, his mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And what if he was cursed? What difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul, to say nothing of the chance of his procuring a remedy. If he did not move from where he had now stood, he could maybe live another 3 or 4 days. Maybe more given the abundance of nearby berries. A plan that, if we ignore its obvious faults, might provide additional opportunities for help to come along. But what good would that do to be discovered here? Besides a body, stolen goods in hand, bloated from berries, and raving about a curse that very well may not be real. No. It would most certainly be better to face one's fate now, take a dozen paces, and see if life goes on. But Jesper found his legs unable to make that first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked about him for a solution. And if, by some stroke of the luck of the gods, had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him as he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. As if he's found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at his fortune and calculated the short number of paces back to the road. 4, perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there was anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, as it appeared to be of some value, but the additional risk of such an undertaking was too great to chance. And so, after a profound breath, he took his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th steps, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized that he was still gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story is fictitious, there might be some appraisal that can be made of the figure. It was, after all, found within a lockbox whose typical function of secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of this destitution, Jesper found his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand to let go. If it is cursed, I die, if not today, then tomorrow, and if I die, what care do I have? And with that statement said aloud to the horses seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence. Part 2, Below the Black Bridge. Miller awoke to some light nudging from a familiar foot. Only one person would have had the cheek to awaken her in such an ill-mannered fashion. Shaking the sleep from her eyes, she glared up at him in the darkness, but did not say a word. He nudged her again, teasingly, then stepped back into the dim. After taking a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the cave, Miller remembered she was on the 3rd watch today. Quietly collecting her things and wits, Miller turned as she left, waving to her young friend, who was more than likely already asleep. She crept through the cavern's main passage, careful not to wake the sleeping bandits around here. Like a hero in a book, she often mused. Quietly, she grabbed a box from the haphazardly formed pile of weapons, shaking the accompanying quiver in the darkness to assess how many arrows it held. She then walked towards the sun-drenched mouth of the cavern, ready to start her shift. Above her, in one of the few trees found in the canyon, Miller could see that Ravia was already posted. She waved, and Ravia waved back. Calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Thank you for hydration, I needed it. So hi, Rutko. Calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Anything louder than a jester in the canyon was forbidden. When Miller reached the tree, Ravia lowered a braided rope and pointed to the ground beneath her. Miller turned, following the finger, and saw a pail of water resting beside a nearby log. She turned to Ravia, nodded, and secured the pail to the rope. The pail went up first, and in turn Miller followed. Ravia reached across to grab the water. Miller leaned back to give her space. There was not much room for maneuvering in this tree post, a necessary concession for the concealment that the outpost demanded. Ravia tilted the pail up to her mouth dramatically, illustrating how thirsty she had been. Miller laughed silently as water poured out, splashing onto Ravia's face. It was a bit too daring and noisy of a joke, and had the others been around, they would have certainly been scolded for the unwarranted... Wait, what? Wait, where was that? Oh, no. For the unwarranted sound, but Miller appreciated the efforts Ravia took to verbalize the silence of the morning. They had been on 3rd watch together for over a month, and during that speechless time, their friendship had grown into something special. Affection, unsurprisingly, scarce among the unholy hounds. She had felt camaraderie before, of course, but intimacy, never. From their elevated vantage, the girls could see both the concealed entrance of the cavern as well as a clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Blackbridge was the link between the Gentry lands and the Northern lands, the overpass that connected Orris and Reddington. To the city-faring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. In the day, the task was to ensure that travelers passed by without stopping. At night, the task was to ensure that they do. Like most of her band, Miller preferred that the night. The biting glare of the sun might be tolerable to farmhands and bricklayers, but to a cavern house bandit, it was a source of constant annoyance. In the day, there was no shroud to conceal her expressions, nor to hide her faults. She felt exposed. Ravia touched her elbow and pointed up. Miller, striving to suppress a budding smile, subtly shook her head in response. There were many signs that the unholy hounds used in Luan words, but the two of them had developed an extended vocabulary. Gestures quickly forged into the shared solitude of their month among the branches. She watched as Ravia shifted, placing her palms flat on the floorboards beneath them. Miller knew what she was trying to say, but shook her head a second time. It was often more fun to pretend not to understand. Ravia rolled her eyes and turned away, looking back to the canyon. Squinting through the leaves, the two girls held still, watching and listening. It was not long until Miller too heard the sounds of approach. Ravia held up two fingers, and a few moments later, two men emerged from the bridge in its northern end. They were dressed in familiar uniform, long gray coats with black facings, white waistcoats, and black tricorn hats. They belonged to the local patrol, the Blackguard. Although not an everyday occurrence, their presence at the Black Bridge wasn't an unusual sight. It typically indicated an important traveler's impeding passage across the bridge, information that the girls would promptly relate to their leaders as soon as the coast was clear. But this report, while exciting, was rarely acted upon. In Miller's 5 years in the Unholy Hound, she had never once seen a carriage taken in open daylight when the Blackguard was nearby. The men had nearly reached Bridge's north end when Miller heard the horses, faintly at first but growing louder with each passing moment. Ravia's eyes met Miller's, the same concern mirrored in each other expression. They did not sound like the typical carriage. Cautiously approaching the bridge to cross, instead the familiar crunch of the highway road road's gravel, they heard the harsh clattering of hoofbeats against stone. Both girls quickly redirected their attention downwards, looking through the foliage. The sounds were not coming from the high road, but from the canyon itself. The horses were coming from below the bridge. In an instant, Miller had knocked an arrow and drawn her bone. Go! Ravia was gone before the whisper had even left Miller's mouth. The young scout was already sliding down the bank below, racing towards the cave. There was no road that ran to the canyon. There was no reason for the numerous horses to be approaching the cave. There was only one reasonable conclusion, and both girls reached it instantly. The base had been compromised. This was a Blackguard attack. The moment the horses came into view, Miller let her loose her first arrow. She was surprised to see a carriage. She had expected to see cavalry. Before she even finished processing that thought, her second arrow was in the air. Without a trail, it would be unthinkable for a carriage to traverse such rough terrain, yet she watched as the wheels jolted over the rocky riverbed. Thank you. Oh my god. Her third arrow was now in flight, and there would be no need for a fourth. The driver slumped over him just moments before the vehicle dipped into a small ditch, slamming into an embankment. The force of the sudden halt immediately shattered the front two wheels and catapulted the driver from his seat. Utterly confused now, Miller quickly glanced over the shoulder to see if any horses were also approaching from the rear. Down in the canyon, the entire horde of the Unholy Hounds came spilling forth from the earth as if hell itself had suddenly sprung open. The group seemed even more bewildered than Miller, half asleep and tripping over one another, in desperate attempt to engage an unseen enemy in combat. Miller could see Ravia among their number, the only one looking up at her. Her expression was chilling. There would be no need for a silent gesture to convey what they both realized: they had made a mistake. The gang's chieftain, Jeffrey Heartslasher, led the others, cautiously approaching the crashed carriage like a suspicious fox would near a baited trap. There were no words exchanged as the group crept forward in the customary silence. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage lay the far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body, and besides him, a blood-stained effigy carved from stone. Miller was inconsolable. Jesper has always been her favorite. He had always shadowed her in the night, clinging to the hems of her every move, the way a child tails behind an older sibling. Tender-hearted, she had always called him, though deep down she had known that wasn't quite true. His appearance of gentleness concealed a raw, resilient durability that emerged in those perilous of situations. He had been a flower among the nettles of this cave, but he still had thorns. Honed by a grim past and 100 hands of misfortune, they buried him in the darkness, in the back of one of the larger cavern rooms. He was interred with a berry basket. It was interred with a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they had found besides him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out as somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking neighboring plots. No one spoke, not even in whispers. There was nothing to say. Miller awoke the next day to a thunderous shaking and rattling of the earth, a far cry from the playful nudging of the previous day. She strained to adjust her eyes, but the choking string of stirred-up dust caused her to flinch. Panic was also in the air. The sounds of scurried footsteps and clattering feet filled the space around her, but even in alarm, the silence was louder. What was it that sounded so strange? Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her along the passage. The whispers around her were getting louder, and intense voices could be heard. Louder speech than she had ever heard spoken in the canyon. A growing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now wide open despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? Miller felt a hand in the darkness pulling at her. It was Ravia. The two embraced, and Miller did not need to see her to understand. Ravia placed 2 bent fingers against Miller's cheek, and with that touch against her face, Miller felt the same sinking feeling from the previous day. 2 bent fingers confirmed what Miller had suspected. The girls had forgotten to relay one critical piece of information to the others. An hour or so later, the screams began. Blood-curdling cries of hopeless desperation. Captain Fodrick Lee of Blackguard looked down from the ridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Ah, now they speak. Okay. Cool. Oh my, that took quite a while. This is like an actual short story. I mean, that was fun. I liked it. I don't know what this is supposed to tell us. Also, hey, Xiaomi, it's been quite a while. I'm gonna skip screenshotting this. If I need this, I'm just gonna look back at this VOD because I feel like it's gonna take way too much space in like notes. I'm going to sleep. Thanks for the bedtime story, Ratman. No problem. Well, welcome back, Xiaomi. Pleased to see you again. Unfortunately, I can't go in Discord anymore, and I'm not allowed on here either, but thank you for the memories. It's laugh. It's been so fun. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best as well. I'm not going to pry any further, as, you know, I feel like, you know, that's a little bit rude, but I wish you all the best as well. Okay, so this is the coffin that we saw in Alzara's last vision. So apparently there's a stone effigy. Alzar, are we looking for a stone effigy? Is that what we're looking for? We did actually see a vision of a bridge in Alzara's last vision as well. It was like a big stone bridge over here. A river was running through here, right? I guess I should probably make the river blue. A river was running through here. And then on the side, I believe there was kind of a house with a small dock, I believe. Yes? Yeah. It was something like this. And then, I don't recall the exact words Alzara used. I see. Well, I'll leave that be. Although not an everyday occurrence, their presence at Blackbridge. Oh, so Blackbridge. We have Blackbridge Grotto. And the symbol of Blackbridge Grotto does appear to be berries. It's like the Mount Holly berries, right? So it's like 3 of them. They're from Oris. I do wonder why that's important. Thank you for hydration. What is this for, actually? I think this is just to provide information about the world, but I feel like there's like gonna be like some secret message if I read this in the right way. I'm gonna leave this alone for now. Wow, that took, how long did that take? That took quite a while, actually. It's fine, it's fine. Well, I don't know what to do with that information. I don't really... I'll leave that. I think that might be useful. How is that useful for Blackbridge? And for, like... Was there anything... I can't shoot an arrow. I can't do anything like that. Is this supposed to be symbolic of something inside the house? Carriage. There's a lockbox in the carriage. There is a lockbox in the carriage. There's a lockbox inside the garage. Right? Okay. And there's a grotto. So I'm guessing Blackbridge Grotto is named after this thing? Why would they name it after a cave of bandits? That's a bit odd. And there's a grave. So they're showing a grave. Oh, the grave is like a black cat. Oh, interesting. Wait, wasn't there like a thing about there's like specifically information. Can I do black? I don't have black, do I? There's specifically information about a black cat sitting beneath a red flag in Alzara. I feel like this is related more to Alzara than anything else. Like a black cat sitting below a still red flag. Is that supposed to represent this thing? It kind of looks like a cat, though it doesn't really have a discernible shape. And I'm guessing this graveyard of swords is just the remainder of the bandits. It's also showing the symbol of Orus, or Oridna, or Ordinia. So I'm not exactly certain about that. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day here. Don't look at this house. Don't look at this house. Okay, we don't talk about the 2-rank house. I really should probably record that. I feel like I'm gonna regret like not physically recording that though. I don't know what to make of that. Let's move this way. Let's go this way. It's fine. Okay, I need to find that box then. So there's a cursed box somewhere. Because there's one by Alzara. It's in the location. Where would that be? I'll leave that alone. It was just an Alzaravish. I can't really... I think it's fine. We'll probably be fine. Okay, 18. 10, 1. Oh. Oh, that's a new symbol. It's a square turned sideways. Do you want me to give you the square root? What's the square root of 31? I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't... Square root of 31 is... Wait a second. There's no good square root of 31, isn't there? That doesn't make sense. 31 turned sideways? What's 31 turned, like, slightly askew? 31... What kind of mathematical things would they expect from an average player? What if it's going to be like 13? Like, they're asking me to flip the numbers, right? 13? It's gonna be that simple? It is that simple. Okay. Okay, that's nice and simple. It looks like they're gonna keep the order of operations as simple as possible. So 14 backwards would be 41 minus 20 minus 1, so that'd be 20. Okay. Then it would be 10 times 2. Wait, 10 times 2. Wait, now 100 minus 9, which would be 91, so it would be 19. 19. Okay, lovely. Okay, that one was a lot easier than normal. Let's actually record that down just in case I forget that. And let's say... Here we go. Let's say that... let's get my big pen out. There we go. Is flip the numbers. Flip. That's a good enough symbol. Let me just grab my drawing tablet. What am I doing? Here we go. So I'll just say 13 goes into 31. And I think that'll be a good enough way for me to remember the future. So now we just have to figure out these symbols. And then the wavy ones. So there's one wavy line. There's two wavy lines. And there's three wavy lines. Cool. Got it. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming... I guess we don't really have any way of testing that. Actually, we do have the math worksheets. Right, we have the algebra. Actually, why did they call it algebra, that one class? Oh, attic. We did make it attic commonplace, didn't we? Well, I guess we're going to be seeing attic a lot more often, which is nice, but I don't think we're going to have the gems for it as much as we would like. Boudoir is fine here. Pool makes sense. I'll leave that alone. I need to drain the pool and then fill up the, reservoir up to the normal level. Do I go mailroom? I think I might go mailroom here. Because we don't examine the mailroom all that. Actually, we do spend a lot of time examining the mailroom, but, there's a lot to examine here if I'm going to be honest. We've checked all of these. I think we've checked all of these, haven't we? Also, is that a... I should probably take a look at this with a magnifying glass, but I think we've already recorded that, so I'm just gonna zoom in. That's not like a frozen body, is it? No, that's just a rock. I thought that was like a frozen body, like knees down. Like, that's quite a fucked up symbol. Okay, nothing in here. I'm just looking for things to, access the castle puzzle, to be honest, but at the same time... I feel like I'm kind of, let me take a look at my objectives again, because I feel like I'm, hyper-focusing on that, and I don't really want to do that. Oh, yeah, the chronograph! Yeah, previously, we encountered the chronograph in, what's it called? And there's, this weird thing. God, where was that? It's we have to, it's the chronograph, it had, this weird markings on it. I do have to interact with the item, I think. I mean, we have tons of allowance nowadays, so it would be nice if we can just find it. Garage is fine. Though, actually, I would prefer a storeroom because we are running low on gems. Yoink you. Yoink you. Yoink you. Actually, don't I have, the trophy room set to common, too? Aren't you free? You're standard. Why'd I make you standard instead of common? That's, my best room. Make that common. I need to make, storeroom less common. The keys are nice, but, I don't know. I need, I wish I could just change all the rarities of all the rooms all at once. I need, an upgraded conservatory, but I highly doubt that exists. Commissary there is a little bit risky, and I refuse to go for it. Let's go this way. It's less likely to be dead-ended. We have... no interactables, so let's just go this way. Thank you for lunchbox. Enjoy ya. Take me south. You're not adjoined to a red room. Let's go library here. I know that seems unusual, but one, I do want to... There's one book which we didn't get a good look at in particular because we needed a magnifying glass. Okay, I'm gonna check out a new clue, and we need a magnifying glass for that one, so I just need to remember to buy... Oh, actually, we can set up a magnifying glass in the terminal. I kind of forgot about that. Let's go commissary. I need to find the terminal. I guess I can just go to Blackbridge Grotto. Shovel, I'll take you. Key, sure. Salt shaker, sure. Gem, sure. Money's kind of meaningless at this point. What a shame. Green rooms, I don't particularly... sure, why not? We have a broken lever, so I can access the antechamber if I'd like, but... Probably not. Also, this room always contains gems. Now, do I have a shovel? I do have a shovel. I just bought one. There we go. I do wish I could skip this animation. I do wish I could skip this animation. That would also be a nice QOL feature. Gotta figure out what's going on with Denis Revet. Denis Revenet. I feel like he's doing some shit, but don't really understand the point of it. Solarium, ironically, is kind of becoming a worse and worse room as we go on further into the game, considering we're making rooms more common, or we're making the bad rooms more rare, and the good rooms much more common. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that. I think we've read this. There's nothing in there that's really useful. I'm gonna ignore that. Also, you know what? It might be a good idea to get back into 46, because it has been a while since we've been in room 46. Also, why? I missed something in here? It's been a while since we've been in room 46, and at the same time... no, I just want to set up a foundation. Let me get my foundation back. Wine cellar kills the run, mechanarium kills the run. We don't have enough mechanical rooms. Let's go breakfast nook. I need a boudoir or some such. I will pick up this coin. I should stop picking up the metal detector. It's quite annoying. Wow. Wow. I am impressively bad at the game today, turns out. I mean, look, that is my fault. I should have gone left and right there first, but like that is rough, man. Wow, oh my god. I'm slowly becoming worse. I'm mentally regressing at the moment. Holy shit, that was so bad. How did I fuck that up? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's an opportunity to look at a new clue. Okay. Give me a magnifying glass. Honestly, I do wish I just had a magnifying glass constantly. Lockpicking kit. I guess we can go for that one, the locker room thing. Go this way. I need to also empty out the fountain. Yeah, I guess while I don't have my foundation, I should just empty out the fountain. Right, easy way to get inside. No, I guess I technically have that entrance too. But I do want an easy access to the other side of the reservoir because we don't... I guess we technically have the backslip, don't we? We're going shrine. I forgot to grab my allowance, but we do have to experiment with... Oh shit, I'm gonna have to get into the antechamber. We do have to experiment with that one note we see in the tomb. So I think I need to either put a passageway in the antechamber. It's like a four-way passage. An antechamber, a weight room, just anything with like 4 doors, I suppose. Okay, and let's go over here. I believe we've marked down... Didn't I mark down how much it costed? It was 30. I wonder if these are just like multiples of a number. Right, so if that's 30 for 4 days... 6? What, wait... Wait, no. That'd be 24. 30 divided by 4. Why can't I think of that? Not 12. 13. Oh! It's the cursed box thing! Oh, yeah, no. Wait, I've done this. Yeah, okay. How did I forget about this? I did a whole fucking run while cursed. Man, that's dumb of me. Okay, so what is this? Is being cursed important? Actually, what happens if I open this lock is trunk? Wait, I thought this had... Wait. Does opening this up just curse me? Why would I need to be cursed? If I go into the Black Bridge while I'm cursed, does that do something? The key does not fit the lock. Oh. I was wondering when you'd remember this. It's been a while since we've done this. Also, we technically only drafted Shrine Room like 6 times, and I believe it was the most recent one where we've been cursed. How would I... Okay, wait. I think I have to take back the gold? If I recall right, the original time I was cursed, I needed to take back the gold. So do I need to find a key? I don't want to get cursed. What does this have to do with anything? Why is being cursed? Blubberance. Blubberance. Blah 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 blah. Blubberance. Blah blah blah. Symbols on it I don't recognize whatsoever. Can I take a look at it? It's always a hand, it's always the same box. If I take this to... Okay, let me try something. If I need to... Let's put 30 coins in here. Here we go. Confirm. Get the blessing of the monk. Yeah. Then if I try opening this, does it do it? Does it fit the lock now? No. Oh. Wait, did I get this for beating... Oh. Wait, did I get this for beating the run then? Interesting. Wait, so I wonder if I got this for getting into... Or getting into room 46 while I was cursed. Or maybe did I just get this after a certain point in time? What does this have to do with the Curse of the Black Bridge? Is there an idol in here? Can I get the weird cat idol? How do I get inside of there? Also, I forgot to hydrate. Remember to rinse your bloops. It's very important. Okay. I'll leave that alone. Let's go east side all the way to... What kind of key would I need for that? So there's no key that... Oh! Actually, I have an idea of what key would immediately work. In fact, it's not a key at all. The story of the boy, he used a rock to smash it, so I assume we just need to grab a sledgehammer and smash it open. I don't know why that took me so long to figure that out. Can you give me a... What's that one room called? The weapons room? Give me a weapons room. Let's go hallway here. Probably shouldn't draft hallways early, but it's fine. That's not actually fine. Whatever, it's fine. Billiard room early? Sure. Now we're seeing billiard room consistently. What's happening? The game is like, okay, today's math day when you can't think. 9, 41 minus 20, this is just 20. 9 times 5, 45, 54, minus 3, 54, wait, 9 times 5, that is 45. So be 54, minus 3, 51. Divided by... What's 51 divided by 3? Is... Pink is multiplication, right? 51 divided by 3 is... it's 10 remainder. Oh, just be... Wait. wait. I don't notice off the top of my head. 51 minus 30, right? Minus 30. That's we're just gonna take that as 10. That's a remainder of 21. That's gonna be 7. It's 17. Yeah, I'm a child. Look, whatever. I can do this. That's fine. There we go. 10. 1 times 20. 20. Cool, thank you. Oh, secret garden key. That's quite rare. Okay, anything else in here? I believe I've examined this room quite a few times. Pause jams? No, we're fine. We've seen a symbol. Den early. Let's go commissary, actually. How is half my... I bought the thing. Sledgehammer, I guess. Let's go gem, set of gems, and running shoes. Well, I got the thing I needed. Do I just go curse myself immediately? Fuck it. Yeah, why not? Time to get cursed once again. Please don't be cursed, because being cursed really sucks if I'm gonna be honest. At least just don't get rid of my blessing. I need my blessing to experiment with stuff. I need it to experiment. 1 second. Okay. I do wonder if they, like, deliberately gave me the shrine the day after I read that on purpose, or if that was just luck. You have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure you want to do this? Sure. Oh. That ominous feeling persists. Fuck you. Whatever, I'm taking it. The Deadly Stone. Cursed Effigy. Curse mode is now unlocked. Also, you are cursed. You can now select curse mode when starting a new game file. Oh. You have been cursed each time you draft a bedroom. Yeah, I've done this. What's curse mode? So when I start a curse mode when starting a new game file? Okay. Interesting. Is cursed mode, is it basically just telling me I need to beat the game while cursed from early on? Am I understanding this right? Let's see. Because there was the curse mode thing. Reach room 46 in curse mode. Is curse mode just basically me being constantly cursed? Let's go into, let's call it a day here. I'm gonna start a new game file, I guess. So do I just, is this how this works? Do I have to go into the menu? Let's save and quit. Wait, let's save and quit. If I go into the menu, because there is the Blackbird transfer file thing. Oh, there's like a weird ominous noise. Also, what room is this in actually? I never noticed this, but it has like a giant. Is this room 46? This might be room 46. It has like a weird giant like antechamber symbol on it with a fireplace. The giant red flag. Like, it is ominous. Curse mode, a seemingly impossible challenge awaits. Start each day cursed with only 13 steps. What? Oh. I see. Okay. I guess we're playing curse mode. Well, I know the first thing I'm fucking doing. I know the first thing I'm doing. DocuBomb presents. I'm assuming this is probably the same intro. I mean, hey, it's been a while since we watched this. Step 1 is to book the orchard. Yeah. Literally, that's about what I was gonna do. I don't remember the combination though. Fuck, I don't remember the combo. Now, do I do the smart thing? I might just look back. Do I just look back through my own video? The problem is I want to open up, what's it called? I do want to open up Sinclair of Mount Holly, state of Reddington. Do publish and declare this instrument. Yeah, no, I do want to see. I could just open up my video, scroll to. Does anyone know when I unlock the Blackbridge? Is this all the same? Yeah, this is all the same. Can I skip this? I did watch this a bunch of times while I was editing. I can hold the skip. It's fine. Yes, it's fine. Oh wow, that is ominous as all hell. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped. What if there's something weird? Wow, that's creepy as hell. Do you want us to tell you to save the time? Yeah, please. I don't. This is literally, that would just be me looking for a VOD. I don't think that'd be very entertaining. Like, I did it. I'm not gonna solve it again. I just forgot to note it down because I didn't think I would need it. I'll take it. It's not boob, okay? Let's go this way, and I guess I need a. Oh, it's gonna be. I can't. Oh, yeah. I don't actually have the blueprint, so I can't even like open up my map at the moment. Let's go this way. Is there anything different aside from, well, us being in hell at the moment? Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's really bad. Holy shit. Wait, I have to beat the game with 13 steps? Okay. That's suddenly turned us into... Oh no. Okay, well, you know what? Sure, fuck it. We're gonna be doing curse mode for a while. Well, I guess this is an easy way to act. That's kind of funny. If you don't have access to Apple Orchard, you could come here first. I mean, that is probably unlikely. Wonders why I'm avoiding it. Smudge pots. Yeah. There's probably something more to these weird little things, right? Actually, I don't need this at the moment. I can always turn this anytime. Whoa, what the fuck? I haven't seen this at all. This is crazy. No more lurking for you. Yeah, man. I'm sure you haven't seen this whatsoever. I'm Nix. I'm a streamer. Okay, smudge pots. Plug this in. Can I access any of this? Well, this is quite depressing and ominous. Is there even water in the bird baths? I see. So how the fuck do I... Interesting. So I would need to get, like, nursery really early. I would have to get a way to get energy super early. Outer room is not worth going to anymore, so it's not even worth trying to set up for outer room, right? Because there's no outer room that's worth 6 steps, to be honest. Maybe... So how would I do this then? I would need to get to the other side of this. So maybe get a sledgehammer, try breaking those wooden barricades there. I should reset immediately. I don't even need, like, there's nothing I can do right away. Huh. Okay. So this is also, it's very dark in here. It's dark and creepy in here. Give me the blueprints. I need the menu. Thanks. Yeah, I know I'm cursed. Oh, also it's cursed too. Wow, that's rough. That's real rough. Do I bother doing this right now? I don't think I want to do this right now. This seems hard. I think this is a future thing. I have beat the game while cursed before, but I started with a normal amount of steps. And I had like all my progression and all my meta stuff. Congratulations. I mean, it's possible. I think I can do it. But it would take me quite a while. I think I'm gonna save this for the future. Because, I mean, well, one, we're immediately out of steps. Also, we don't have any of our upgrade discs, too. And yeah, we dropped a bedroom, so we immediately lose. Actually... Oh, that's interesting. If you actually run out of steps, but then you gain steps, you can actually save yourself. I've never seen that before. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I do actually like that. Okay. I think this is doable. But I feel like this might just be more of an extra mode rather than anything direct. How the hell would I even get to... Oh my god, wait, okay. I would have to get a foundation. I would have to go down to the North Leather. The foundation would be best, ideally, because otherwise I don't really have an easy way of accessing the North Leather at the start of a run. Unless I go fountain or something. Like just, or break through the power wall. So I'd have to be able to turn out. Also, how would I do a day 1 run too? So for day 1, I would have to make it to... Actually, let me check 1 second. For day 1, I can check the map. There's a lot of things you would need for a day 1 run. Let's see. I also keep just marking this thing as random little bits and bobs. Let me check the map. Go here. Object selection. There we go. Let's make this big. Let's see. So wait, what's this? Buried floor plan. Wait. What's this? Wait, no, that's too high up. Wait. What's this buried floor plan? That's fine. You don't have to do a day 1. No, I'm just calculating the trophies. Buried floor plan? There's a There's a secret thing here? How did I miss that? I've looked at this map like 50 times. 10? Where's 10? How do I even... Do I need a magnifying glass for this? Oh. I don't see 10. I would really prefer to see this in, like, the actual game. I feel like that would be a bit more convenient. I feel like I need a magnifying glass for... Can I... Simon, can you just start with a magnifying glass? Okay, I guess let's just look for 10 slowly. Maybe it's not on this map? Oh, wait a second. Maybe it's not on this map because, oh, there's other fragments of the map and maybe it's recorded on one of those other fragments. And I've been so dismissive of them because I didn't notice anything directly. Or maybe I'm, like, just not examining that far enough. I don't need this. Right. So 45 times 2 is 90 divided by 9, which would be 10, minus 2, 8. Yeah, 8, I guess. This is just chicken scratch. Where's room 46, 7, 9, 90. Tested my full house theory, as expected. That's Denny Revenet. We have this recorded elsewhere, I believe. I don't need this anymore, but I'm gonna leave this here just in case. I need to, like, reorganize half this information. I know the fish key, so I don't really need it anymore. I really need to reorganize this particular page, to be honest. Oh, 1128. I guess I did actually have that recorded. Yeah. I need to get these pages. I'm gonna go back to that particular map and look at it at the main game. Let's go back into this. I think this is interesting. I might try to do that. That seems really... Look, let's be real. In terms of skill level, in comparison to the vast majority of Blueprints players, I'm not blooping and rinsing all that hard if we're going to be real. My blooping and rinsing abilities is perhaps at a minimal level in comparison. Oh, that's creepy. Does this tell me something else? Is there secrets in the... I didn't even consider this. Is there secrets in the menu? I didn't think it would go meta. Can I pluck these strings? Can I click this hourglass? It's a red. I'm just clicking everything. That's not a solution. We can't see the background. I'm just gonna ignore that for now. Profiles. Let's switch over to... Do I clear the save? I might clear the save. That's not gonna do... Okay, don't accidentally clear my main save. I'm gonna clear the save just because I might have to look at... What's it called? I might have to look at the main menu. Or just, I might have to look at the cutscene again. I'm gonna save that for the future. Why is it showing the key here? 46, so it's showing all my achievements. 54, there's also space for something else there. There's a lot I have to do, I guess. Oh my god. Thank you for hydration. Also, there's like a little bit of information on this map in the menu, which is kind of fucked up. Let's continue. And I might skip a day because I am cursed and I don't like being cursed and I want to get rid of being cursed. Though actually, let's see, are we still cursed? I don't know how long that was actually. Hopefully, I don't think I'm permanently cursed in my main save file, am I? No. Also, oh, that did get rid of my... Unfortunately, that did get rid of my shrine. Blessing 2. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day here. That's rather unfortunate. Let's see if we can... Let's try to get the shrine blessing as well. Though I guess that solves why I didn't get the curse mode after beating the game all cursed. Didn't I do that with 50 steps? That kind of sucked. Okay. We're no longer cursed. Let's go outside. Please give me a shrine blessing. Did I take that hydration? I don't know if I did, so I'm gonna double up on that. Here we go. Wonderful. I wonder if there's a total way for me to like physically track how much liquid I've consumed on stream due to hydrations. Like if I calculate the average amount of a sip, right, add a little bit to that because sometimes they take a bit more, and then like calculate the amount of hydrations total, would I be able to like maximize my hydration checking? Let's go tubes. I just want like a gallon amount. I want to see how many Olympic-sized swimming pools I have consumed of liquid. Okay, let's grab these. That's worth it, and I leave for now. Could use this to go to the underside, though there's no real... Actually, there is a fragment of the map in there, directly under the Scythe of Death, though I think we have that one in particular. That's the specifically the only illustration we have at the moment. Okay, so the Curse of Blackbird specifically tells you about curse mode. I guess that makes sense. Though I do wonder how I got that box. Because that box, I think, appeared after I reached room 46 with curse mode on, or maybe it was just after the first time I was cursed. I don't actually know. Let's simplify things, let's go bacon and eggs. Also, I do wonder if there's any important lore in Morning Room. I kind of highly doubt it, because I feel like, I don't know, like, if you don't have... What's it called? If you don't have, like, important information, like, because it would be very difficult to get Morning Room by default, because, like, if you don't pick that one specific upgrade, you would have to get it through the kitchen, and the kitchen is quite rare for us. Okay, 20. 21 minus 20 would be 1. That is 4 and 7 times 3. 7, 14, 21. Why can't I remember that? 12. There we go. 21 times 2, that would be 42. Minus 1, that would be 41. So 14 times 1 would be 14. Right? Hey, see, I can do some math, and a silver key. I do actually prefer just 2 regular keys, if I'm gonna be honest from this. I don't really tend to use the silver key all that often. Let's go parlor, just get rid of it from the pool, and I guess we can try solving it in the meantime. Here we go. There are 2 statements on this box, that's false. There are 2 statements on this box, the gems are in a box with no true statements, okay. There are 2 statements on this box, they are both false. That's true, that's false. That's false. So this is false, then this one would have to be true. Right? There are 2 statements on this box. The gems are in a box with no true statements, so we have to have no true statements, which would be only the black one. Right? Hey, there we go. Wow, I am not going to like the 2 statements parlor. That's gonna get real fucky. Oh no. Well, I mean, I guess this is a good way to train my brain. I'm like shuddering to imagine what abominations they're gonna come up with eventually. Let's go boudoir. That's fine for now. Also, does boudoir look slightly different? Are the walls more pink? Very intelligent rat. I would hold your breath on that. This is 1225. But it's fine. That parlor's making a statement. Honestly, I do kind of wish I took funeral parlor. I do like the idea of high risk, high reward at this point, though I feel like that would kill most of my runs, as I do like the red rooms. I don't know, the red rooms are fun. Workshop might kill us. Let's go observatory to be safe. There we go, give me something new. Also, let me examine the workshop a bit more, because we haven't really seen it a bunch. Southern Cross early may not be, maybe I should have waited to pick Southern Cross. I can return this more. We've already accessed that compartment. Is there another compartment on this, maybe? No. A lot of mini telescopes, the big wheel. We see this type of wheel inside of the attic as well. That we don't use it, actually. Is there anything else in here? A orrery? I think it's called an orrery. Right? An orrery where it's like a model scale of the universe. So there's our moon, I think, and we have like a moon, apparently, and then we have like a tiny moon around the moon, but maybe that was like poor astronomical knowledge from like 3rd century people. Actually, no, that's probably unlikely. I feel like they would have probably calculated that right. People underestimate the astronomical knowledge we had back then. This kind of fucking makes no sense as like a planetary spectrum. So we have like Mercury, Earth, and then like a Mars-like planet. Oh, I guess it kind of does. Then it has like a big gas giant like Jupiter, and then like something similar to Saturn. Okay. Let's go. Actually, let's go to the south side over here. And let's try to trickle in here. Vault early we do actually want, not for the money, but we do have a vault key number 304 inside our code check, so we want to try getting that. Do we actually already have 3 or 4 open? No, we have 2, 3, 3. I hope we don't have to open up all of these, because that would be a little bit ridiculous. Unless maybe you just have that many fake passports. I feel like I'm gonna need the fake passports for something, right? They wouldn't just give these out for no reason. So these are fake identities she went by. I mean, we do know what the ID is for at this point. Did I fill in the ID? I think I filled in that ID bit. Diplomatic 455 FA. I'm guessing that's just passport number. FAA 81118554444. 815232. Okay, looks like they're also changing the These are good forgeries. Okay. That's probably gonna come in useful in something eventually, just not exactly certain what. Give me a code check. I will run early just to get the last one open. Worth remembering this is an ERF. I'm aware, just a little odd thinking about that. Let's go passageway for now. This is why I don't really like Southern Cross all that much. I used to be a big fan of it, but the more I play, the less I like it. This should be a 3-way, right? Yeah, let's just go East Wing Hall here. Give me a code check, please. Lab is fine. Let's go workshop, grab a free item, and let's go to the southern room. Broken lever. We do seem to be seeing this a lot more often nowadays. Clock tower or armory. I'll always choose the armory because it's fun. Torch is good. Though I don't know if we need... To be honest, I don't actually know if we need it at the moment. I would like to see another axe. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, is there any... We've already lit the thing in the tube. I'm trying to remember if I saw any additional torches. I don't think I have. I guess I'll just keep it on me. Drawing room, study. Study tends to save my life. What have you axed so far? A couple of things. Passage, like the 4-way passageway, trophy room, and I believe vault, actually. So, you know, if it is an indefinite item, I will just keep axing, but to be honest, I don't really need any more of those. This is 1208, I believe. 12, that's not 15. 1208, December 28th, or December 8th, yep. Wonderful. And is there anything else in here? I have recorded this until we meet on the shores of the White Sands, right? Did I record that? I do. I think I recorded. The only letter I'm missing is number 3, I believe. Yeah. Why did I record this? Is this important? It might be. That was just here. Where did I record that from? Ampersand and sand. I think there's nothing else in here. That's a nice cabinet thing. Recessed walls. Yeah. There's probably more to this room. And the problem is, it feels like the deeper I go, the more layers there are to scratch away at. There seems to be no end of the scratching. Rotunda right now is not... Wow, I do not want... Maybe I should Night Shield this? Yeah, Night Shield. I'm gonna Night Shield Archives and get rid of it early on. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I'm gonna stop picking the Southern Cross if I see it, to be honest. Also, wow, that's a quick key card. Let's see, is there anything else I can access in here? I mean, probably. Right. I just need to find more little keys and such. I'll leave that be. There anything I missed in here? They give us the dates. I do hope I remember to record the dates of those. I should probably put together like a timeline of events. I don't know how useful that would be. I kind of generally understand the story. I'll go Cloister Draxus. I love Cloister Draxus. Plus getting like a bunch of early rerolls is fantastic. Also, before I forget, bop bop. Thank you, and thank you for hydration. That hasn't changed, right? No. Oh, we're fine. We're good. Don't worry. Did I record this for that one page? Let's see, where's the chess room? Where's my chess notes? I believe I did record this one. Yeah. So we're missing... I'm assuming there's probably one last note I'm missing then. Okay. You keep an eye out for that. Let's go... I guess it doesn't matter, they're both gonna be dead ends. Walk-in closet is fine. Though I would prefer to go for an attic. I mean, walk-in closet's okay. I shouldn't... Oh, it's a telescope. I've only seen this like one other time. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Have I ever gone into the observatory with this? Because I know, like, that is good, but like at the same time, it's like... It seems really rare. I think I've actually only seen it in this room. Let me go into the observatory with that. Let's say... Bunk bed is fine. I do have 2 passageways, actually. Yeah, let's go bunk room. It's the first time we can actually use this effect. Thank you. How's it going, little buddy? I hope you're doing well. You're looking fine and dandy. Okay, anything else in here? A little tent thing, a gun. I've already done this. Today is a good day. This isn't actually, you know what? This might not be even this might not be my note. This might be Simon. What? No, this is probably mine. The Atari 64 didn't come out back in the Simon Sinclair's time, did it? Can I actually go up here? I can't. I think I've already tried that. There's always seems to be 2 bananas in here. Camp Colonel. The Turtles of Vera. Oh! I know what this is for. There was one page where we saw there was one page which was illustrating that like people were like riding camels or turtles or something, right? Is this like a transportation method hint on the sigil? I guess that makes sense. Let's plug this in here. Though I guess we kind of already knew that from the... Yeah, it was the stamp. It was the stamp, I recall. So we know that Vera is the one with the... I think that's actually... All the stamps are labeled by their country, so I didn't even need that. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Just in case. Let's go. Let's go into the observatory. I do want to see if I can actually, like, take a look at... through the telescope with this. Let's go in here. Hello? Does having this change anything? Telescope. Oh! Oh! I can do it after! Okay, I don't want to click the Southern Cross. Interesting. So I can do it after I've already done it. Huh. So that's a lot better than I thought it was. I didn't try that the first time I got it, actually, so I can just look at this. I'm assuming if I do this, I'm literally just gonna get 4-way rooms. I'm just gonna doom this run forever. Let's avoid doing that. Is there anything else I can do? What? Actually, you know what? There was that one thing in her ladyship's Huh? How am I... Okay, that just... I'm guessing that's a bounding box there. There was one particular passage in her ladyship's chamber, in her diary, where she was like, I loved looking up at the stars at night. I'm going to miss looking at the... And like the sleep log, right? I'm gonna miss looking up at the stars through night. So it's been ages since we picked security. So maybe I should take this into her ladyship's chamber. Was that supposed to be a hint about that? I'm gonna try that, actually. Let's see. Mount Holly security, keycard system settings. Let's set security. I do wish that there was a way to automate that. I might just make like a hotkey to do all this. Change offline mode. 2. Unlock. There we go. Exit. And you know what I haven't seen in absolutely ages? Utility closet. Did I make that common? I know I used to have it as like a commonplace, but I do wonder if I increase it at a certain point, because I'm not seeing it a lot anymore. It is, in fact, I don't even know where it is. Bedrooms, hallways. It's in these main... It's a blue room, I think. Pump room, security, workshop, lab. It would help if I'm not physically blind. Where is utility room? Huh? Sauna, observatory, conference, antechamber 46. It's not in here, is it? No. It's not an addition. Planetarium. Actually, wait. Oh, do actually wait? Can I go into the planetarium with this thing too? I feel like there's probably something with this. I've seen this twice. It's way too rare of an item. Also, that's cute. I like how they changed the O from telescope into like an actual little ring. Oh, that's really cute. I don't see them doing that. This silver key is fucking useless, actually. This silver key is so useless. Here, let's get another 4-way room going. Oh, wow. Who would have thunk? Gymnasium, that's fine. Actually, courtyard's actually quite good. Let's go courtyard for now. Give me my gems. Thank you very much. Go to the east. Morning room is fine. Den, dormitory we've seen. Let's go dormitory just to get rid of it from our draft pool, just in case it screws us in the future. Also, it's my first time seeing an item in here. Purple backpack, we've read all this. Nothing else in here. A big paddle for some reason. Why do you have like an oar in here? Is this for that boat? Is that oar spawned in this room? I don't recall seeing this in this room. Do I have a shovel? I don't have a shovel. Rotunda or weight room? Or great hall? Let's go rotunda. I kind of want to make rotunda. I kind of want to axe rotunda next. I see it often, but I don't choose it. Just do it to its nature. I do hate how slow this room is, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's go sell from here. I will use a key, even though it's a bit of a waste, to be honest. Let's go storeroom for the simplicity of it. There we go. Bop, bop, bop. That's fine. We can leave this place for now. Open up to the left. Classroom, dining room, great hall, or let's rotate this and just pick a simple dining room. Let's rotate this and pick a simple dining room. There we go, that's the right way. Let's rotate this once more. Oh, I wanted to go through that. It's just so slow. Actually, is there anything in the gears up there? I still feel like I'm critically overthinking on a lot of puzzles, if I'm gonna be honest, but at the same time, I can't help but feel this way. Also, how have I never noticed this big fucking elk or this deer head up here? Garage, den, or commissary. I have plenty of keys at the moment. Let's go commissary. Nice. I guess we can buy a metal detector. Yeah, sure, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. Shovel, sure. Salt shaker, sure. I do want to see if I can... I don't think there's anything I can bind. The problem is there's like... There said there's 8 contraptions total, but like, I feel like there's probably more considering the fact, considering the fact, what's it called? We're able to plug in like the super expensive items into the workshop like UI, and I feel like they wouldn't let you do that unless you were able to combine it into something. Locked room, boiler room. You know what? Let's go Chamber of Mirrors. I do want to experiment with this place a bit more. I do want to see if I go up there, because how many times have I done this? I've done this 5 times, but I think I've only actually gone there once. I do want to see if it's going to be like another set of floor plans, or if it's just going to be the same. Like, I'm assuming it's probably the floor plans have been replaced with whatchamacallit. Or what's the word? How do I forget the word for this? Coins, money, currency, you know, moolah, coin. Speaking of which, enter, experiment setup, give me. If you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, then gain 3 gold for each red room, add 3 aquariums to today's pool. When you draft a shop room, all these kind of suck. I don't really like any of these. I guess let's add a small chest to the entrance hall. Sure, that's good enough. Yeah, there you go. I want better. Laboratory is kind of falling off. I don't really like. The allowance thing is good, but at a certain point it's kind of becoming a little bit too much. Some beakers. Is there. Oh. Oh, actually. I can read this. Cooler is affected. Unaffected. Affected or unaffected? I'm guessing this is just talking about that one room. I thought this was just like a random dotted line. No, I think we need magnifying glass for this. I'm pretty certain that just says cooler is affected or unaffected as a hint. Right? Yeah. 93 kPa. I don't know what that 93 kPa is for. We've already read this. I don't know why this is important. Thank you for hydration. Guess to provide some insight on Kimberly Thompson. AKNA. That's a prescription for my for my balding medicine, I guess. No. A lot of notes, a lot of nonsense. What is that? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, let's move on. Let's go this way. Fingers pressure management. Yeah, no, it's specifically mentioning that like specific measurement is like atmospheric pressure, I believe. Let's go dark room. Would like utility closet at the moment. I guess I can access this now. So now I have to go back through there. Get the orange and keep pushing the buttons. That's the final thing. I think I do remember how to do this puzzle. So I go through here, push this button. So now we can open up this one, push this button, open up this one. Wait, which one did this do? That does that one. Oh, that lifts this one. That's fine. Okay, we leave that one lifted. So we have to get to the right side of that. So let's go around this way. And I have plenty of rerolls. I just need to remember not to be super stingy with them. Also, there's free oranges in here, so it should be okay with eating some. Okay, that's fine. What does this one do? I think we've already pushed this one. That opens up this door. This opens up this door. Here we go. And I assume that one of these opens up these, but I don't think we need that quite yet. Hi, sorry I'm late. You don't have to apologize for having things going on in your life out loud. Oh, I do want to check out Treasure Trove a bit. I could rotate these. It is the rotunda. Wait, none of these. No, I don't want to like just lead from the dark room. That's a bit risky. Let's go. Yeah, let's go passageway. Let's go passageway. There we go. This opens up these, yoink this orange, and now it is time to go up. Okay, is there something more to this room, or am I like just one and done with it? You are coins, that's fine. Let's go down. I believe this is like opposites in here, so like I need to... If I push this one should open up, right? And then if I push this one, that one should open up on that side. And let me take care to accidentally not lock myself out, because that is possible in here. The Simpsons get very offended when you don't start watching their latest episodes on time. Are you comparing me to The Simpsons? Oh shit! You found a duplicate copy of one of your... Oh! No, I don't want more pantries in my drafting pool. Pantry sucks. That's okay. Okay, so actually, I should come in here more often. Oh, okay, so I thought it was like the East Hall and West Hall exclusively. Unless I have to take that. I don't want to take more pantries. Pantries are not that good. Turn this one off. Turn this one on. Is it literally just gonna offer me different ones each time? I got the wine cellar and the West Hall from here? Where did I get the extra East Hall then? I don't recall. Let's see. A key. That's the rustiest looking key I've ever taken. You probably should take a tetanus shot before touching that. That's fine. On my way to college? Well, don't be late on account of me. Or do. No, don't be late on account of me. Best in luck in class. There you go. Lift this, and then... Which one didn't I do? Was it this one? I don't recall. I guess I can just do both of these at the same time. Right. There we go. Go up here. I've been in 3 of them, I believe. It's another wine cellar. Do I want an... I don't want another wine cellar, honestly. It's a good room. But, like, unless it's upgraded... It would be bad. Oh god, you know what I should check? Oh, okay, look. If the smart thing to do would be to look at look back at the VOD for the last upgrade this guy did and see if wine cellar is in a rotation of rooms to be upgraded. Because if it is, I would be happy with another one. But honestly, I don't really want more dead ends in my drafting pool. Here we go. Also... Oh yeah, we're gonna get multiple copies of rooms now. It might be because of Mir's passive ability. No, we have 2 West Halls and 2 East Halls in our drafting pool. I just don't recall where I got the other one. Oh, another Cloister Draxus. Actually, I will take that. I will genuinely take that. Bop. Dig, give me a turnip, please. That's a tin can. That's nothing. I would actually like an additional Cloister Draxus. I know, okay, maybe I would just prefer to have this to be standard, so I can see it a bit more. I don't know, it's a really strong start to run. I mean, Planetarium, let's see if I can do something with this in here. The Shadow, oh, I can. Telescope. Oh, we could look at Saturn. Diusia, the Untamed. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain 1 trunk. This is a thing? Oh, Mr. 200 hours. Pathetic. You think wow, imagine not knowing about Diusia the Untamed. This is also the name of an angel if you didn't know. How dare you not know something I know? Okay, that's cool. So basically... What, do I just have to bring a telescope? Oh. Interesting. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That makes Planetarium less shit, to be honest, because Planetarium is, like, really bad. I was wondering why it existed. But damn, I don't know. Like, I've seen the telescope twice. I spent an hour in this room once. Fuck my life. Fair enough. I was wondering why this room felt so useless. I did also, like, observe these tiny stars, and I was wondering if there was something going on with that. If there might be, like, a 3D map thing similar to... Well, what's that one game? If you're familiar with... Oh god, Superliminal. There's like this one thing you can do in that game to like line up stars, which makes it a very cool effect. So I do wonder, there is one other room I do want to experiment with this telescope with. Vault or attic? We don't see attic all that often. Shit, wait, no, wait, I have a... Wait, don't I have a... Oh no, I don't have a... I should have probably picked the vault and then tried to get the vault key. We haven't checked a storeroom in there, though, to be fair, we don't know if that's necessary or not. Our code check. Also, bop bop. Give me all my items, give me this money, give me this gem. This is just a really good room. Also, I don't interact with the treasure map all that often. Aren't we in this? Just right there? Okay. That's like right below us. Am I mistaken about that? Am I? Yeah, that's right below us. Okay, well, I mean, easiest treasure hunt of my life. Where would it be in here? I bet you, oh my god, it would be super cruel if, like, somebody got the cloister and didn't know how to get inside, and, like, their treasure room was, like, inside the cloister, and that would kind of be... I guess that would also be a really good hint about, like, that you can get in the cloister, but at the same time, that would drive me nuts. My message failed to send by calling names. I'm next. It's so mean. It contains 8 gems. Wow. The treasure kinda sucks. How the hell are you breaking through? That is concrete, Simon. Honestly, I'm rather impressed you're breaking through concrete with a fucking shovel when you're too afraid to break bricks with a sledgehammer. Man, that's kind of fucked up, Simon. The vestibule we don't actually examine all that often, but I don't really think there's anything special about this room. The hallways are just kind of boring lore-wise. Unless, I can't wait to find out this is the most important room in the game. How many mechanical rooms do I have? Rotunda isn't mechanical. I do have a workshop, don't I? No, I don't. I do have a workshop, so it would be 1, 2, 3, including this one, 4. Okay, this should be a 4-way. Perfect. Maybe I should go into 46. It has been a while since I've been in 46. Pop you open. Secret passage. Though, let's redraw this. I need a path to the right. Oh, foundation. Oh, I don't want my foundation here. I miss my original foundation spot, man. I kind of fucked up doing that. That's not a good foundation. I guess it's really close to antechamber. I don't know. I would prefer to, like, just directly in the middle. I guess that would be a good way just to get to the antechamber. It'll give you a great shortcut? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I do know how to get rid of it. I don't know. I don't like it there. I want my original foundation back. It was in such a perfect spot. I didn't fucking know. Oh, man. I mean, if anything, I guess, you know what? I'm gonna leave this here. You know what? It's fine. Because, I don't know, it kind of makes this corner a little bit tricky. Fine, fuck it, whatever. I know how to get rid of it, worst case scenario, and also, I guess we'll experiment with having it there. Maybe if I don't like it, I just can move it. Okay, womp womp. I don't know. It's not my fault. Thank you for hydration. How does observatory work? How does a second observatory work with... Wait, actually, how would a second observatory work with a telescope? I don't want to know. Wait, maybe, should I just try to draft another planetarium then? Interesting. Man, Chamber of Mirrors is funky. Let's go office here. And don't keycard me, please. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. We're out. Don't lock me, please. I forgot we're out of locks, or out of keys. It looks like you only actually have to do this thing once, too. Oh shit, wait, that's not the rundown. Looks like you only have to do the foundation lever once, even if you get rid of the room, too. I thought you would have to reset the elevator again. I mean, I did too. How is this locked? This is a gear, man. Okay, I guess that's this run done. Okay, we learned some things. We can telescope the planetarium. I'm guessing for each one of the planet. I probably should have taken a screenshot of Diuja. So I guess the like planets are named after the angels. So that's cool information. Is there any... I guess I could also go to the tomb. I do have a metal detector. Maybe I should... Do I have a security room? Let's try. Let's try. Why did I want to go here, actually? What was my point of going here? To match the foundation back. Right. No, I wanted to go here because I wanted to get into her ladyship's chamber. I know that's like super weird and super specific, but I do want to see if there is an effect with... Because there was a specific passage in... Oh, yeah, I have a bunch of dig spots. There was a specific passage in her diary about looking up at the stars as she went to sleep. That's like old coin. I got... Hey! Wow, there you go. You can dig for keys. Yeah, you are absolutely correct. I'm at college now. I might have to leave soon. Yeah, no, don't worry. You should prioritize your education. I know that sounds like... That's very, very cliche to say, but you really should. Anyway, let's go to the left over here and give me... her ladyship's chamber should be a common room and have 19 rerolls, so we should just be fine just to go... gamble. Gamble. That's not it. That's not it. That's up. There we go. Okay, can I do something with this telescope in here? No. Okay. Also, is this permanently unlocked? Okay, yes it is, so I don't really need it. I should try the four-way passage thing, or the antechamber thing in here. 9 ads in a row? Excuse me? What? What? Wait, it should only be a maximum of like 3 minutes per hour, isn't it? 9 ads in a row? God, okay, maybe I should switch back to pre-rolls. I don't know, man. I like dipping in and out of streams. I should probably like here, while we're waiting for ads. I should just run a poll. I don't know, man. It's complicated. I don't know. I don't like pre-rolls, but I also don't like mid-rolls either. It's just kind of like a weird in-between that I'm stuck between. Can I don't care about my ad space. Can I just get rid of it? Okay. So I can't do anything with the telescope in here. What other thing could I try? Where do I see stars? I guess I could go outside, maybe. You know, let's go outside and see if I can do anything with that. It's awful to decide between those two. I think it was just like a 2-minute duration. I just got that many. Oh, okay. Anyways, 2 observatories is great, by the way. I ran that in my draft too. Yeah, that seems... I mean, it seems great if, like, you have, like, a super high amount of stars, but I'm kind of at, like, a weird in-between where I just have, like, the 50 reroll thing. I need, like, 100 or so stars. Unless that gives me just more... it would be funny if you get, like, 100 stars and it's basically just 2 reroll things. That doesn't seem right. Would there be something at 100? I feel like there would have to be, considering the fact it's just kind of like a weird amount, right? Because, like, they wouldn't just give you the same reroll thing twice, would they? There is that note that says, does it never end? There's not going to be an endless amount of effects, I believe. But to be fair, we haven't seen does it never end, because, like, the constellation for does it never end looks like a weird eye, and that was in her ladyship's chamber. Interesting. Can I look up at the sky in here with the telescope? Why is this telescope so rare? I guess it's because it permanently buffs a room? It is really buff. Well, that's fine. We have a tomb. There's a bunch of money in there, but that doesn't really matter, so we're just gonna call it a day here. Let's do a couple more runs. I got energy. I'm young. I'm hip. The baronial? Baronial? I've never seen this word. I guess it's saying it's fit for a baron. Why is this one a fit for a baron? Baron Manor of the Dead. I mean, that's just because of dead end rooms. Why baronial? Is it just because it's size? Am I really this bad that this is my first time seeing one of this size? No. I've gotten a full house, right? That just said you're home, though. It's sad. It's sad. Don't get class, too. Okay. Let me check outer rooms. Give me a, what's it called? Give me a shrine room. Maybe I should actually, you know, let's wait a bit. Let's wait a bit. I want to optimize for getting the shrine because I do want to experiment with that thing. So let's try to get the Chamber of Draxus first and then go off from there. Here we go, get a lunchbox. This is not Draxus. Billiards room I will take. Let's go left here. Walk-in closet right off the bat. Always pays for itself. Oh, never mind what I said about the room being rare. Excuse me? Okay, maybe telescope only. I've like, how many times have I drafted this room? Where is this? Walk-in closet. I've drafted this 22 times and I've seen it 3 times now, so it is pretty rare. That's the only place I've seen it in. Interesting. You need too many, you need more things to buy. I have too many points. Has anyone bought an LE to stream? I hope not. I don't think anyone has. We should be fine. Have I scammed anyone yet? Probably not. 10. 9 times 5, 45. So 54. Minus 3 is 51. Divided by 3 is 7. Didn't we do this one? I thought we did this one. 14. So what? We did this one, right? What? Wait, what's happening? 14 minus 40. Eh? 13. Oh, it's reversed after this one. 31. Add another one. So 32. So 23 minus 20 is 3. Why is this one so familiar? Where's 3 actually? It's down here. Thank you for hydration. Children saying 8 divided by... Look, specifically we did that exact math puzzle. Like, I think we've literally done that exact equation. Just always assume you're passively scamming. So, God damn it, Crystal. Okay. Crystal. What LE? Name your LE. You have to name your LE, otherwise I'm scamming you. And I can't scam you. It's bad for my reputation. 10 times 10, 100, minus, are you familiar with Super Smash Bros. Characters? Not really, but I can, kind of. Up to Melee. Up to Melee, yes. Smashdle. Oh god, okay, Smashdle. Smashdle. Also, I'm like, when I say I'm a very casual player, so Smashdle. It's bad for your reputation, I should stop scamming. Yeah, maybe. There we go. Let's go classic mode. Today's character is, how do you spell Sheik? Sheik. It's gonna be Sheik. A human? Legend of Zelda? It's not? Is it gonna be Roy? I love Roy. Roy's my boy. Oh. So you're not male, you're not female. Who's an androgynous character in Super Smash Bros? I don't actually know anybody. wait. Ice climbers, we know their gender. Right. Ness is known. Cloud is known. Who's an unknown gender? Link. Human. It's not gonna be Fox. What? Oh, you know, it could be Game & Watch, right? Mr. Game & Watch? They're technically... No, you're monochrome. Okay, also you're male. Also, it's Mr. Game & Watch. Why did I... I see. I need like a roster. They've added a lot of characters. Wait, Smash Bros. Oh, wait. Steve. Steve's in the game, right? Steve's unknown. Oh, wait, selectable. Who morphs between genders? Wait a second. Smash Bros. roster. Smash Bros. roster. Oh, wait. Maybe Pokemon Trainer, actually? Human Pokemon. Okay, that's cheating. Maybe Ice Climbers? Because there's 2 of them. Other. Sure. Wait. Smash Bros. roster fighters. We gotta look at this. Reject all non-essential cookies. Let's see. Who here? Isn't there like Splatoon in the game now? Mario? No, that's only variations of Mario. Peach? No. Sheik? No. Zelda? No. Young Link? No. Roy? No. Pit? No. I don't know anything about these characters like games. Ike, no, I think. Mega Man, no. Little Mac, no. Palutena, no. Cloud, no. Richter, no. Isabel's not human. Who's Corrin? I have no idea who fucking Corrin is. Rue, no. Shulk, no. Wii Trainer. Is it Wii Trainer? Wii Trainer. No. Wait, Wii. Okay, what's Wii games on here? Okay, I guess that's somewhat helpful. I had a Wii. I didn't play many Wii games, if I'm gonna be honest. Snake, Diddy Kong, King DDD, Rob, no. Villager? Was Villager on the Wii? No, it was on Nintendo 64 originally. I see. Also, let me actually open up chat. Oh, you did say Villager. Little Mac, no. Not Greninja. Mii Fighter. It's gotta be Mii Fighter, right? Oh. There's Mii. Yeah, there we go. See? We did it. That was actually cool. That was a quite fun one. I like that one. Genius. Certainly. Totally. What was I doing again? 10 times 10 is 100, minus 10 is 90, so this would be 9. There we go. That was very important. Pit and Dark Pit are from Kid Icarus, which is 3DS sequel to an old Nintendo game. That is fair. I played the video game, I played Roy, and all I did was counter repeatedly. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess we can go observatory. We do have the thing, don't we? Right? Telescope. It didn't work. I guess our apples are gonna be extra juicy. How does this work? Hey, let me look up space. Cool, our apples are probably worth like 20 now. I see. Let's go this way. Spam encounter and Roy mirror match was the best thing. It truly was. Let's go a bit deeper with the candle. Can I look at the dogs extra hard? No. Apple. Oh shit! Oh, wait. I know this is for. Oh, that's the point of this. Oh my god, I was wondering what the hell the point of this one was. Okay, if I go into here, where's chess? So we're missing 2 more letters after this, I think. Where is this actually? Here we go. So it's cat, and it's at the very. It looks like it's at the very bottom. How many spaces is there? That's like 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So the T is here. Et. What is this? Tor 6. Is this Arahan? This doesn't spell out a word. Idiot. Idiot. I just got called an idiot. 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 I got called an idiot. No, this might be left to right because this feels like Arahan. 6. I guess I would need more J's. Et. That kind of feels like a prefix. Is this like spelling out a language? 6 ad, 6 tor. Is this any Arahan words? 1 second. Where is my Arahan page? Silent dogs and random person chattering in the background audio. Where is my Arahan page? Didn't I have an Arahan page? Did not save? I hope it's saved. That was a hefty amount of. I seen it earlier today, didn't I? Excuse me? Okay, seriously, there is just a random bit of like, it said come here from like random bit of, oh, it's very small. A random bit of audio. We've seen Ep before, haven't we? No, we've seen Eld. Eld is the one we don't know. El Swim, Ven, Trey. Is there anything with an X? We don't see an X in this language all that often. In fact, I think we haven't seen it. Come here! No, that might not be Arahan then. That might be something else. That might be ciphered. This might be a ciphered word as well. Interesting. My teacher says hi. Tell your teacher I said hello, and tell your teacher I'm sorry for distracting her student. No. Wait, what does "can you add me to your notes" mean? It means this. 1 second. Here you go. One second. This is very important. It means this. There you go. This is very important to the progression of the game. Hey. Perfect. That's gonna come in very useful in about 200 puzzles or so. Give me some words. Both of these statements are false. The statement on the white box is false. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are not in the black box. Both of these statements are false. But if that's true, this would be false. You can't say this statement is false. I don't like that. Oh no. Thank you for hydration. Oh god. The statement on the white box is false. So if I open up any other thing... So if I open up you, that would be false, you would be true. You would be true. Whatever, I'm just opening up this one. That makes sense. That one turns false. I'm not thinking more about it. Never mind, I should have thought more about it. Oh no. I should have thought more about it. Did I go to my outer room today? No, I wanted to wait up until I got a... What's it called? I wanted to wait until I got a couple of rerolls. Give me a boudoir. I will take it then. I am low on gems. Get wrecked. I'm trying, man. Pop this open. Do you have horizontal scrolling on your mouse wheel? No. I don't. Here, let me. If I turn my mouse 90 degrees sideways, here, I'm gonna play like this for. Oh my god. Wait. I have to. Oh my god. Turning your mouse sideways is very disorienting. Okay, if I want to turn left, I go down, and then I click this. Let's go laundry room. Laundry room is always good. Well, that sucks. That's the only way to do it in Encodo. There's no such thing as a horizontal scrolling mouse, is there? Is that actually a thing? Oh god. Boiler room or drying room? Let's go boiler room. We don't have many gems to we did just waste a gem when I said that. I need to go back to the entrance hall before I continue this way. I'm wasting too many steps. You have both scroll directions. What kind of fucking mouse do you have? Wait, what? No, you're fucking with me. I'm being fucked with horizontal scrolling mouse. This isn't real. This is not a real mouse. What are you talking about? Excuse me? Wait, is this actually a does your mouse look like this? What is this? Who needs this? Oh my god, this is an abomination. I do not like that. Okay, well, that... It's like a tilt to scroll. It's only simple trinary and map to backwards and forwards. Some have actual analog measurement. I have this mouse too. Why do you have... When have you ever needed a horizontal scroll in your life? Aside from this program, I mean, I'm like trying. I guess Photoshop. If you like, I guess if like, okay, maybe if you're no, because then you could just shift scroll. I guess maybe it's technically more efficient because then you can scroll both ways at the same. I still hate this. I still hate this. I still hate this. Just imagine your scroll wheels clicks a little to the left or right like a button knob. Logitech G502 has one. Well, good for Logitech. I'm glad they're catering for the smallest consumer base ever set forth. Wow, this is... I'm really turning my house into a terrible room, but whatever. Can I just get like... I just want a reroll. I have like 50 sources of rerolls. Like half my rooms are set to give me rerolls. What time is it for you? It's currently 2:23 a.m. Hey, Guy's bedroom. Lovely. What was the additional one? If you have a tomb on the estate today, get an additional 4. We're probably not picking tomb. I love seeing Dev hang over my bed creepily at middle of night. That is the funniest room upgrade, if I'm gonna be honest. There's just like a fucking ghost in your house now. Okay, we go this way. And give me a shrine so I can try getting a passageway. And then just shove it inside the outer room, I guess. That, or I have to do the antechamber, and I'm assuming we might have to try opening it up in its entirety. That's kind of my two guesses. Here we go. Go this way. And you used to tell me off for going to bed late. I have like a set schedule where I can afford to do this. You're a student. You don't get to decide when you wake up. Okay, let's go 30. 30 should be enough. Confirm. So now this should allow me, if you call a day in a room in your house, you should have the opportunity to drop that room from the grounds of the following day. Okay, perfect. Now this is plenty of opportunity to both get into the place as well as draft the one. We didn't even need the rerolls actually. That's kind of a bit of a shame. Might just end the run here because actually let's just end the run here. I don't really think we're gonna discover much. Let's just go into the passageway to the like. I'm not gonna like force a run if I don't need to. Should I go into antechamber first? Let's go passageway first. It shows... I feel like antechamber is more likely because that one illustration specifically does have like doors blocking the four-way passage. Or maybe vestibule, actually. Oh, vestibule is also another option, too. I didn't even think about vestibule. Because vestibule has the weird little four-way door thing, right? It always has doors and it is a four-way passage. Oh, yeah. Why is there's like an extra little, oh, I guess it's just this general area in the light. That's a bit weird. That's kind of annoying. Go here. Go this way. Also, we should try to get a, actually, now that I think about it, we should try to get a, what's that one room called? A observatory? The orrery place. The place? The planetarium, because we do have the thing. Let's see how this works. We can provide power, actually. One sec. Let's provide power to the laundry room. We need to do that, so in order to do that, we go this way. Flop you. Pull you. Now, this goes straight, which is actually exactly what we need. Niche peripheral manufacturer Logitech. Yeah, Logitech, a very specific consumer base. Totally not the biggest, seller of mice and keyboards in the world. Which one is this one? Die cleaning. Swap all of your dice with all of your keys. Costs 5 coins. And then this one I need... Yeah, so I need to find 5 coins. So I'm gonna swap this. Try to get 5 coins. Get like 40 rerolls. And then basically just reroll... What's it called? 34 times looking for a planetarium. See, I'm learning. Do I have a shovel? I don't have a shovel. I have a salt shaker. I don't need any of these. Let's re-roll. I will use a star for this just in case. The storeroom is perfect. Thank you very much. Now this should allow me to buy a shit ton of re-rolls. Right. Go in here. And don't buy the middle one because that dooms me forever. Actually, if I get... Wait. Does... With your remaining stars... How does this work with telescope? Maybe? Hello? Am I real again? Do I exist? Hey? Oh yeah, there you go. There we go. See. All we needed was it takes time to sometimes I burn out of existence. Anyway, we're buying this and then we're getting like 50 rerolls. I don't know what part you guys left off at, but I guess it doesn't really matter. There we go. We're trying to get the planetarium by re-rolling 34 times with the telescope. There we go. We're tiny. No, you're not. What do you mean you're tiny? What does that mean? We're tiny? How are you tiny? What? What do you mean you're tiny? I don't understand what it means you're tiny. I don't understand that. Whatever. Re-roll. Re-roll. Give me a planetarium. I don't know how rare this room is, but like, it surely can't be that rare, right? I feel like 34 is more than enough. Maybe... Oh, perfect. There we go. We're tiny and showed a lot of messages as it reloaded. Interesting. So if I use this here, what an unpleasant view of this planet. Oh my god. Veia, Dark Shadow. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain 1 dirt pile. Oh. That kinda sucks. So I just get like a random pile of dirt in here? I mean, I guess it works. And I know this key goes in here. Well, I mean, this is a good run in terms of like actually testing stuff. So let me try. I'm going to call it a day inside the passageway. With the blessing of the monk, I should be able to retain this and put it inside the outer room tomorrow. And then let's go try... There we go. So, the 3 rooms I guess I want to try in order are passageway, vestibule actually seems quite likely, and then antechamber. Hi Rutko, how's it going? Day 88. Give it up for day 88. I will grab my coins just in case. Actually, no. It's guaranteed to show up. Okay. Grab you. Yoink. Go over here. Now, what does happen if I have room access? Because the rooms I previously tried, I believe, never had any exits. It's always been like room 46 and... What other rooms did I try? Hello? Am I getting cursed by Comcast for trying to do... Oh, there we go. We're back? Are we actually back? Sadly. Can someone type? Why isn't... Oh, my stream element on screen's broken. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, I was saying, as you guys were disconnected, I do have an idea of what to do with this thing, where there was one item which was like the jackhammer, and I do want to try getting rid of this thing. So, like, I just want to, like... Maybe I need to jackhammer this, or I need to either, what's it called? Either I need to, like, clear this dirt away, or I simply need to, like, whatchamacallit, put an antechamber of vestibule in here. So I have no idea. I'm like staring at, like, the dropped frames thing. I'm, like, staring at the network connection on the corner of my eye constantly. That's making me real nervous. Hopefully that's the end of that. It was slightly raining, so maybe Comcast got upset at that. Because we have discovered being able to make the jackhammer. I'm finally back. When I sent my last internet, my internet died. Oh, my internet died too at the same time. Are you on Comcast? I don't think you're on Comcast. You're just getting scammed at the same time as me. That's quite funny. Let's go Billard's room. There we go. Now, if I go this way too, you now have 13 streams remaining up until Comcast removes your internet connection for... What? What does this mean? What does being tiny mean? Does it mean that, are you asking for a third of this? 4? Oh. Oh, that's easy, but that's wait, what's a third of 20? What? 0.5? Oh no. No. Wait. How does decimals work in this? Wait. Maybe it's asking me to add 21 and then a third of... how does this work? Yeah. 20 divided by... That's like 6.6 something, isn't it? Yeah, but it's like 6.6 repeating, isn't it? So like 6.6 plus 0.5? Which would be 7? Oh my god, this is... No, you can't add decimals to this, please. No, I thought we were safe from decimals this entire time. Okay, 3 minus 1, which would be 2. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. Oh no. Okay. Maybe that's gonna be fine. Alright, well, how advanced could the mathematical concepts they add be? Well, I'm glad that we're seeing Billard's room more often at the very least. That's quite nice of them. Let's go down here. Would actually prefer a couple of keys. So, we have been able to make the jackhammer, as I was saying multiple times. Though the jackhammer has never really come into play, weirdly enough. Like, I've never actually been able to use it for anything aside from, like, or the power shovel? The jackhammer looking thing. The lever, the battery, and the shovel. Because it just digs deeper, right? I do wonder... Because, like, that's the only thing I can think of. I assume a power hammer won't, like, break away dirt. Or that it like, won't break away that stuff. Jackhammer, come into play. Bonk yourself. You know what you've done wrong. Oh, Clavis the key is actually quite wonderful. Thank you very much. I do wonder if me having those planets unlocked in that room affects these planets in here. Maybe. Before I go too far, let's go back here and then simply branch into the right, ideally. Don't want to dead-end myself. In fact, I feel like I should open the forward room first before anything. Oh, workshop too. That's actually perfect. Give me a broken lever and a battery. Wow, I've never actually seen lockpicks in here. That's quite unusual. Silver key. The pool or the hallway? I guess, okay, and then if I can't get the jackhammer today, I guess I'll try getting into the antechamber at the very least. Guy's bedroom is quite nice. We don't have the tomb, but it is 2 free rerolls. Thank you very much. Though I guess that does replace the gem that's normally there. Okay. Utility closet, I guess I'll do. We don't actually see it all that often anymore. Turn you off, go garage, dark room, or gymnasium. Actually, just turn off dark room. Thank you for hydration. Also, Rudko, your hydration script has... You did actually start your hydration script at the most helpful time possible when I was reading the Blackbridge book, which was incredibly long, so congratulations, you did actually help me with that to answer your question. This would be 2. Let's go a simple boiler room for now. And I will actually power this up because it's always worth it, to be honest, especially nowadays. Go here, turn you on, flip this door to the right, activate, there we go. Flip you. Power should be flowing into here, so therefore this should be a conduit. Let's go simple breakfast nook here. Rodent bot is missing? Maybe... Lynx. He's here. He's here. I'm guessing it's just Twitch integration's broken at the moment. I don't know. He didn't count the hydration? That's fine. Commands. I have Nightbot? How the fuck? I thought I got rid of Nightbot. Wait. Wait, what commands do I have available? Mod list. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, you can see, you want to see my mod list? Here you go. Take a look at my mod list. I need to get rid of Nightbot. I kind of forgot about that. Holy shit. That's been absolutely ages since I even thought about the existence of that. Nightbot was so terrible at blocking, like, bots. It was so bad. Okay. Lab early, archives, or darkroom. Let's go simple... Laboratory. Laboratory experiments are always good. What the fuck is Ellie's grass replacement? It replaced grass. It made grass look better. I don't think you understand. And these are Stardew mods, yeah. It was very important. Set your dice to 2 is actually quite good. For every... Oh, actually, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance is just good. Do I have a bedroom? I do have a guy's bedroom,